Oh, hi.
Hello, everybody! Hello! It is Sunday. It is Some Other Heroes Day, and we are still celebrating Pride with some wonderful, wonderful adventures. We are, well, queer, but not Dungeoneers right now. We're playing a wonderful game of Thirsty.
We're now
Sword
queer
Lesbians.
tea drinkers.
Exactly. Run by our amazing Theo. We're going to do things ever so slightly different. That was off-putting.
That was some serious.
That was
iced
not the
coffee
ASMR I was hoping for. Welcome to our stream. Welcome to our ongoing Pride celebrations. We are.
Sorry, I can virtually see Nicky shaking his head in disapproval.
Yeah. My name is Chris. I use he, him. I will introduce myself properly in a second. I am first of all going to introduce our wonderful mods. We have two amazing mods. They are Bespectacled Man and Hedgehawk UK. They hide in chat like sneaky ninjas. They keep an eye on things and they report back to us, or they hit things with huge banhammers. We are a queer-focused, safe space. We welcome anybody from the LGBTQIA plus family and beyond. We welcome anybody from any marginalised groups or anybody else who wants to come hang out. We want to keep this place safe and welcoming for anybody who is actually part of those marginalised groups. We do not condone homophobia, transphobia, racism, ableism, ageism, or misogyny.
No turfs, no Tories.
More importantly than that, anything else, particularly here in the UK, no turfs, no Tories. If this is not to your liking, you do not have to stay.
Bye!
But if it is, and you're like, cool, I can gel with that, welcome. And you are very welcome. As I said before, my name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns. And today I am going to be playing Lindworm, the nature witch, and I am going to choose Wayne.
I feel like a Pokemon. Hi everybody, my name is Wayne, my pronouns are he, him, and today I shall be playing the fabulous Sasha, the host and resident drag queen of the fabulous tea room. Sasha's pronouns are they, them.
Who are you choosing?
Oh, I choose Charlie.
Is moi. Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Moira, who is this bookie witch, and she also uses she, her pronouns, and also Patricia, who's a giant isopod, who is deeply disconcerting to everyone who is near her. And I choose Michelle.
Me. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle, my pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing Freya, who is the devoted, a knight of Lintagel? I always say it wrong. Lintagel, and she's having a great time. And
Is she now?
Her conditions say otherwise.
Yeah, two conditions, it's fine. And I would like to pass over to our lovely guest, Kristen.
Hi! Yay! Hi!
Best-selling author.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I today am playing Alma, the beast, who is super normal and definitely not a cat person.
No.
And I'm going to throw it to our fearless leader, Theo.
Hi, I'm Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be your friendly neighborhood game master.
Woohoo! Hell yeah.
That's
Where's
it.
your sheriff's badge at?
Oh, where is my shirt? I'll get it while we roll the titles.
Well, whilst Theo looks for this badge, Wayne, if you wouldn't mind telling us all a little bit about the amazing charity that we are supporting.
Sure. Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us. As you may have seen, we are doing a whole range of activities during Pride Month this year, and we are doing it specifically to raise charity. So any of our subscription fees, as well as anything that you are able to donate using the QR code that is on the screen right now, or the link that will be in chat, will all go towards a fantastic charity called Just Like Us, who are helping young people so that they can grow up to be thriving and fabulous gay people and members of the queer community and proud of who they are. As we know, all over the world, it's a real struggle, and a lot of young people still do not have anyone they can turn to, people they can trust. And frighteningly, statistics show that a lot of queer people don't even feel safe for their actual well-being at schools. So Just Like Us help educators as well as those queer youth people to give them the support and encouragement that they need, as well as providing resources for them. They even have ambassadors that they train who can go in and speak to people at school so that they can actually see that there are people like them who have bright futures and are able to be queer and be themselves without being constantly plagued by fear and abuse. So anything that you can offer in terms of contributions and donations would be most appreciated. We really are just trying to do as much as we can to allow them to be able to purchase resources and to help some young people. And of course, if you can't, because we know that things are a little tough, please do just share anything that you can from our streams about what we're doing this month, or just tell people about the charity, because that will help and give them more exposure as well. So please do help if you can, though. Anything that you can contribute would be most appreciated.
Brilliant. And if you're looking to try and hit a target for this week, if we get to £345, that would be 69% of our initial goal.
Nice.
Not saying you have to, but it'd be quite funny if you did.
It would be hysterical.
Yes. Right. Theo, we'll hand over to you.
Well, I'm ready when you are to roll them titles so I can find my badge.
Nice.
We're back.
Hello. So we'll start off with a little recap of what happened last episode. And I think we will hear from Lindworm what happened last week. The events of last week according to Lindworm.
Well, that's really good because it gives me a chance to get in character, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, last week we did a really good thing. We helped a poor lost girl, a little flame in the night, who was led to our side by one of our cat friends, to let us know that her sister, she was trapped in her own house by ghosts. So we went down there to sort it all out, and also try and figure out what had happened to our good friend Alma, who was desperately missing. Turns out, poor Alma locked herself in the basement. Chasing cats again. Not really surprised, to be fair. So, Moira, being amazing that she is, and I keep telling her this, but she don't believe me, did a wonderful ritual. Got to talk to all the ghosts in the house and figure out that the real ghost that was causing the problem was an old spirit. Had been there for a long time, and she just needed a little bit of coaxing and, accepting that she was dead and that things had moved on. So as a group, all back together, we searched the basement, found our Alma, found the cat that she had as well, and turned things upside down and found out that this lovely lady actually had a lover back in the day, who managed to escape the terrible fire what had killed her. And from there, we figured what we would do is another ritual, center of Moira and Sasha. There's a little bit of sparkage going on there. Not that I'm prying or pushing mine, but I'd just like to see that kind of grow a little bit. And from there, we summoned the lovely lady and her lady love, and we reunited them, thus putting an end to the terror in the house, mending some broken hearts, and letting the dead move on with their existence. Wrapping up, said goodbye to the two sisters, making sure that they were both safe and sound and happy. Put the plant pot back where it was supposed to be, and headed back towards the Teahouse, where I think we're supposed to be doing something important at some point, but it slips my mind right now.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Very good.
Before we move on from the Crawford house, is there anything that anyone wanted to ask Morgana? We left off last time having just sort of destroyed the object that was kind of like
was just a
overpowering
thing.
her, basically.
Just
a
no
thing.
big deal.
all
No
about
big
that.
deal. None of us are deeply
all right.
emotionally tied to that thing, right?
Yeah, the object in question happened to be quite powerful magic object originating from the magical realm of Lintagel.
Wait, I made a
and-
note about that. I'm proud of myself. It says
Hey!
Scepter of Nimue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
it sure
that's what I've
was
got.
the Scepter of Nimue, aka the Lady in the Lake. So Freya stomped it, and then Morgana seemed to...
Reluctantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be no repercussions of that, so that's fine.
it's
We'll
fine.
just move on.
Oh, there was a raven.
Yes, there was a
Yeah,
raven.
There was a raven.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. That would be great.
Or it could have
yeah,
been
so we
just
left-
a very dark pigeon.
Yeah, we don't know. It was quite far away, to be fair, but it definitely did seem to regard you.
Oh god.
But it could just be a coincidence.
Yeah.
Birds look at stuff all the time.
All the
So we left off with you kind of breaking the magical effect that was holding Morgana, and Alma feeding her a much needed biscuit. So, I mean, unless if anyone's got anything they want to ask Morgana directly, we can do that. If not, we'll just head back to the tea house.
We already established that. What's her name?
Mabel?
Shoulder pads and attitude.
Mabel.
Mabel York.
Oh, she's that forgettable.
She'll remember that.
Mabel had visited prior to all this happening, and also
Oh, yeah.
was present at
The bookstore.
the bookstore, Squires and Noble.
Yes. And we also figured out that Morgana and her sister Elaine, that their house is actually rented from Aurelius Harding, who also owns the bookstore now.
How weird.
Yes.
And
I'm
wants
sure
to
it's just a
buy-
coincidence.
And wants to buy the tea house.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question for GM, just
Yeah.
to clarify some things.
Yeah, sure.
This scepter was like the power from the scepter. The scepter was in the room, or was the
Yes.
scepter? Yes.
Yeah. So the scepter, from what you can tell from like observing the scene and from your other experiences recently, and talking with Morgana, you gather that the scepter was being used to open the portal, basically.
Like hold it open. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's an object that originates in Lintagel, and it has great magical power inside it. So it was basically being used sort of like a conduit, to like amplify the powers and try and open this portal. You obviously are not sure what the intention was behind this, or whether they planned for Morgana to be involved, or whether that was an accident.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you don't know.
Quick question from me also. The bookstore where we helped Gwendolyn,
Yeah.
we know that, well, we assume that the ring was planted there, the one that triggered Gwendolyn's transformation. Did we, I don't think we mentioned it before, I don't think it was mentioned, but I just wanted to check. We didn't find anything that was a portal of any sort there, did we?
No.
Okay, so it's not like these two events both were connected to a portal, they're just separate magical events.
Yeah. So, I mean, you assume they're connected,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it wasn't the exact same situation.
got it.
I think Freya's like stressed right now, and will just like it's just gonna whip around to Morgana, and just be like,
Where did you get that? Where did you get that? Who gave that to you? Have you had that all the time? Where did you get it from?
I'd never seen it before.
Okay, and the lady who came here before, did she come into this room?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember her giving it to you?
Not really. I don't remember much of what happened, honestly.
She planted it here.
Yeah, she was here. They said they came to do a routine inspection. So I let them in, and they looked around the house. They were in here, and then when I came in, they were doing something, and then there was like this big flash of light. Sorry, I don't really know anything more than that.
And when you say they, you mean, and I describe Mabel and, what's her
Gertrude.
sister? Gertrude and Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Yeah,
It's those two?
it was. Yeah, she confirms it was those two.
Okay. Okay.
And you when Moira spoke to the ghosts kids, I can't remember if Moira passed this on, but they did say that Mabel and Gertrude left pretty swiftly after the like explosion of power, or whatever you want to call it.
Like they knew something crazy was going to happen.
Yeah, it was either they knew something weird was going to happen, so they did what they wanted to do and left, or
Who went
something went wrong that they weren't expecting,
wrong. Okay.
and they panicked and left. But
Okay.
yeah, it's hard to say at this point without speaking to them,
Yeah.
potentially,
Which I think
or
we
someone
need to
that knows them. But
do that.
I mean, I can't imagine they would do something on purpose that would put young girls in danger. I mean, they may want to, buy the Teahouse or something, but that seems like quite a step up from, okay, we're going to try and buy your property, to let's almost get somebody ripped apart into a semi-portal.
You're not familiar with capitalism, are you?
Well, it's just, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like I say, that's a bit of a, a bit of an escalation, really. I mean,
Oh, I don't
No,
think so.
my family rents too, and they do weird stuff all the time. Just busting
I mean-
in. I mean, this is a little extreme, but
Wait, they come
mean,
into
she-
your
she
house?
strikes me as someone that, her ambition kind of outweighs her skills. I mean,
Yeah, which is probably why something might have gone wrong.
well, I mean, maybe yes, an accident. That's possible. Maybe they're playing with powers that they don't really understand. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I'm just saying. But
Sorry, Alma, you said they come in all the time. Have they ever asked you any weird questions?
Oh,
Like-
not just just like regular it's the surprise inspection. We've got to make sure we're spraying for bugs and that kind of thing.
24 hours notice. This is bullshit.
That seems like kind of a very lax rule. So yeah, I mean, it's just not out of the ordinary for people to bust in doing weird stuff. I mean, like this kind of weird, a little out of the ordinary, sure, but
True. Okay,
they don't really seem to care about privacy or comfort.
People
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
life.
Freya, dear,
Yeah.
the scepter thing. You seem a little unnerved by that. Was it? Is it very expensive? I mean,
Yeah, you're right. You're sweatier than usual.
Yeah.
Oh, I can explain that. It's a deeply magical artifact we've just had to sacrifice that's linked to somebody incredibly powerful that has been missing for a long time that could probably be very helpful. And I don't know about, for me, there are repercussions, but for Freya, I got this impression that she's probably supposed to take care of those things.
Yeah.
Is that right, my love?
I'm guessing we're talking about
That's right.
lintagely things.
And take care of means like prevent from
Not
getting
destroy. Yeah.
stolen. Okay. All right.
Do you know what? I'll just gather up what's left of it. Maybe we can put it back together.
Okay. Yes. Can we? Yeah.
I'm
This
just
is,
going to scrape it into a bag.
I'm gonna help Sasha. Just be like,
We
maybe I could fix
should
it.
get Freya back and get her a nice cup of tea so she can
Yes.
sit
Yes.
and we can have a chat about what this is and how we can help.
Yes.
Better check
Well,
that out
and we have to
first.
plan. We have to plan this evening. I mean, if we're going to do the performance, wait, are we doing it this evening? I can't remember.
We haven't picked a
The
day.
ghosty things have scared me a little.
We need to plan it though.
Yeah, you haven't
Yes.
actually invited them yet, but yeah, we'll
Okay.
move from here to the.
Yeah,
sorry,
let's-
Chris, were you gonna say something?
No, I was going to say, are we certain we want to invite him? What if they try this sort of stuff at the Teahouse? It's quite much more powerful there.
But it's on our turf.
And they could have tried that already. If they've managed to do this, they would have tried to be sneaky and get in there. And we can keep an eye on them. Also, I mean, we can talk about this a bit later, but I thought if we try and get maybe Gertrude to come a little earlier, we could maybe give them different invitation sort of times, and then maybe have a
Right,
chat
and then we
with
could
Gertrude.
we could ambush Mabel and we could hang her from a bridge like I suggested before, and everybody pooed.
I like that. I like that idea
Yeah,
actually.
no, that's definitely an option. Definitely a thought. But
Either
I was thinking,
troll or
I was thinking maybe we just have a chat with Gertrude first and see if we could get some information, or maybe get her
Oh,
around to
yes, that-
outside a little.
I like that idea. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to step on any, lintagial sort of ceremonies that I don't know about, but I'm thinking hanging from a tree is not terribly popular here and may draw a little attention.
Not. Oh, I think
Bridge.
you misunderstood. No, by your
bridge,
feet.
yeah.
Upside
Oh, a
down.
bridge. Oh, that's. Oh, good. Yes, no,
She'll be
that makes
fine.
all the difference.
Yeah. All
Fine.
right.
You're just gonna make it wet. It's fine.
You get all sorts of great answers from people when you do that to them.
Okay. Do you know what? Let's just see what other ideas we can spitball.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
joking, of course. We don't really do that, do we, Freya?
Can we please
Oh.
go back to the tea house?
Are there 3 ravens out there?
What?
What?
No, don't
That's
worry.
very specific.
Let's
Um,
go. Please, I need a drink. It's different.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, you all successfully make your way back to the tea house. At this point,
I'm sorry, that just sounds like the bar's really low for us. You all successfly find your way home.
well done.
Well done.
Congrats.
Small
Go
wins.
team. We did it.
Yes, you all do arrive back at the tea house. It's getting pretty late now. it was evening when you left to go to the house.
Oh,
So
that's
Oh yeah, because it
by
was
this-
after the show.
yeah, so by this time it's sort of getting on for like the early hours of the morning.
Disgraceful bedtime.
Should be going home.
Yeah. So you get back to the tea house. You are greeted by a rather concerned but Madame Okasan, and interestingly, when you walk in, I think Freya, you notice this straight away because you're gonna be looking out for her anyway.
Arabella's shit-faced by now. She is.
Oh,
Wrong
God.
Getsbach.
She's a
She's just
mess.
not
She's
there.
a hot
No,
mess.
she
Wait,
is. She is sitting on a table, like facing the door, and you get the impression that she's like been worried. Like she's obviously been waiting for you. Like she's concerned about where you are, and she seems to look relieved when she sees you all come in.
Inside check.
I think Freya's feeling like it's been a long day, and this is like a kind of a not normal thing, but like we'll sort of say to everyone, be like, okay, we need to go. She's out far too late. Today's been a day. I'll meet you all back here tomorrow, maybe. Is that okay?
Do you need an escort?
No. The less of us, the better, because of getting spotted and things.
You
Well,
would also know, like, you guys can leave, but you know that you can stay overnight at the tea house. Anyone who doesn't live at the tea house, because
Okay.
I'm assuming Sasha resides here at the tea house.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyone who doesn't live here, there's plenty of room upstairs for you guys to stay,
Nice.
if you want to.
Can
Moral
Sasha,
stay.
while this conversation is happening, can Sasha just sort of gesture to one of the bar staff that's still there to kind of bring us some tea? And
Yeah.
Sasha's going to sit down next to Arabella, and it is Arabella, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes. And just gently put their hand on her hand and just say, "I'm so sorry to have kept, to have kept everyone out. I got a bit carried away. We were out doing some things, and Freya wanted to come back and check, and I'm so sorry, but I'm glad you had a lovely evening."
She sort of like narrows her eyes at you and is like, you don't have to make excuses. You can just tell me what happened. In fact, I really want to know what happened.
What excuses? We did keep her out way too late, and she did want to get back. So, besides, I wouldn't lie to you.
All right, then
I mean-
what were you
I would.
doing?
Well, it's quite fun actually. There were ghosts and everything. Oh, I'm gonna have a quick look to Freya to kind of see whether I should not have said anything.
No. Freya's fine. I think Freya's like kind of like gathering up her things, being like, we need to go, and it's like checking the bag of broken scepter. Like, stick together.
Oh,
Stick together.
Freya, come on, chill out. Come sit down. Tell me what happened. Regale me with tales of your bravery.
Tales. Yes, tales of bravery. Bravery.
why don't we all just sit and have a cup of tea? Sasha's going to go into full hostess mode and like get chairs for everyone and run around kind of
Nice.
making sure that it's like we're just having a chat over tea. It's all cool.
Can I ask a GM question for like how Freya would be thinking right now? Would she be thinking we have been out way too late and like Freya's already feeling like I'm in so much trouble with the Queen.
Don't want to break curfew.
I don't want to break
Yeah.
curfew kind of thing. Or is this like a common thing of us just staying really late so it's like fine?
Yeah, I think you would know that it would be fine for like a day or two to not
Oh,
show your
okay.
face. Um,
I mean, it's not like they're watching or anything.
yeah.
That's true. I think
You
Freya's been like,
could,
I
you
can
could,
put it off.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it's up to Freya. I mean, if you're concerned, you could send a message, like via a raven, to say like, I don't know,
Look, there's one over there.
Say.
Yeah, I think that's what Freya's doing while this conversation is happening. If Arabella wants to stay here, which is the vibe I'm getting, Freya's just gonna like send a message back that's like, bit of an issue. There was a portal. It's fine. I've solved it. Nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna stay here to make sure everything's fine. It's fine though. You don't need to come or anything. Everything's fine.
How many times have you written fine in this?
I was just gonna say,
7 times.
it's one of those things where as you finish, you realise that every sentence has the word fine in it.
P.S. It's fine.
We're all fine.
We're all fine. So yeah, I think she'll do that and then just come grab a seat and near Arabella and just be, are you okay? Is everything alright?
Well, I mean, I've been kind of waiting for you this whole time, and I kind of was in real danger at one point.
What? With who? Wait, what happened? What happened? Tell me everything.
She kind of starts like sniggering, and it's like, yeah, in real danger of dying of boredom.
Right,
That guy was such a loser.
Okay. Right. Can you not use the word danger when you're on a bad date? Just, you know.
But it was dangerous. I was in real danger of. Yeah, being so bored.
Well, apologies. I'm here now to regale you with equally boring tales.
It doesn't sound boring. There was a ghost.
Oh yeah, there was a ghost.
I'm just going to lean down and quickly whisper to Alma and just kind of go, show them the kitten.
Oh my, and Freya was super brave and helped save a kitten.
Wow,
Do that.
a whole kitten.
A
Yeah.
whole
Impressive.
kitten. Yeah.
I mean, it was more than just the kitten, but, you know,
And like all of us, to be fair.
that's true. We wouldn't have made it without Freya.
Okay.
I mean, she embodied a longing spirit, a
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
love.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Tell me
No,
more.
it's really not.
I think Lindworm's leaning into this and just kind of nudges Arabella, so she when she leans forward, like she's even closer to Freya.
Right.
I'm gonna grab a bag of popcorn.
Yeah, awesome, actually.
Okay, right. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. There was just a spirit, and she didn't really know how to move on, so I just let her use me. It was just fine. It was.
She
totally
was
fine.
yearning for her lost love.
A lot
that's
of
so
yearning.
sad.
It was tragic.
Yeah.
And Freya selflessly, bravely volunteered to represent her in trying to bring her lost love back so that they could be reunited and finally have their just rewards. And I am totally using I ship it.
Oh, yay!
Okay, let's have a roll.
Because I'm a... Okay, I rolled a 6. So that's, I get
All right.
XP.
You get an XP.
Yay! As before, when you want to make a match between two other peoples and talk one up to the other, roll hearts. So, yes. So what happens is I may give the listener, in this case Arabella, a string on Freya.
Not if you rolled a 6, I'm afraid.
No.
What happens? the other person has a string on the listener, or give the other person a string on the listener, and for below. Oh no, yes.
That's
The
only
six is
above a
failed.
7.
Yeah, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm reading my
Afraid. But you do get XP.
Yeah.
And anyone involved may mark XP if they become smitten with anyone else involved. And I haven't actually asked you this, Michelle. Is Freya smitten with Arabella?
100%.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you may mark XP.
Yes. Oh my days. Again, more XP. Let's go.
I think you get the impression, Lindworm, that Arabella is just so... What's the word I'm looking for?
Shallow.
Just... No. She just is not aware of that Freya feels that way about her. So she just doesn't get the subtext.
If you breed people to wear metal crowns all the time, they are going to get a bit dense up top, aren't they?
Hell yeah.
Say that out loud.
Please don't say that out loud.
Take you to a bridge. Okay. Anyway, how was your date? How was I know you said it was boring, but
It was terrible. It was really nothing to report. It's definitely not as interesting as ghosts and longing and... Okay, so then what happened?
Well, then we spoke to the ghost and we sorted some stuff out, and then they were being kept here, and the portal was being kept open, and we had to solve that. And Freya.
Wait. Rewind. There was a... What kind of portal?
It was just a tiny little portal, like the portal downstairs, but it was a little one. It was fine.
yeah.
And,
I think she looks at Freya directly and is like, a portal to home?
Yes. Yeah.
How did
But it's
you
all right.
get there?
We closed it.
It also wasn't a proper one. It was there and drawing magical energy, but nobody could pass through it. Which is probably for the best,
But that's
because
concerning, isn't it? I mean, who would do that? Why?
that
Well-
is a question.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. I feel like Freya's just been looking at like Arabella's like puppy dog eyes for so long that she's just like, fine, I'm gonna tell you everything. Okay. Look, there's these people that have been buying up places around here, and it doesn't seem like a coincidence that one of the places they own, they go in and they open a little portal and they want to buy this place. What if they're like trying to, I don't know, open a portal to Lintagel, or like, I don't even know if they know it exists, but maybe they have some indication of there being magical energy
Who
or
are these?
something.
Who are these people?
What's Mabel or something?
Yeah.
Mabel York is her name, and she has a little companion that goes with her. But they're working for what's his name, Aurelius. Aurelius Harding, and he's the developer, and I have a feeling they know what's up with the Teahouse. It's not exactly in a prime location, and they're very keen to buy it. So
Yes. And there's one more thing. And I just like open the like bag.
oh my god.
What exactly am I looking at?
Oh, I dropped my jewels.
Those are not
Freya?
your jewels.
What?
Those, that was the scepter of Nimue.
Oh.
We had to sacrifice one of the best chances I had to get one of my sisters back.
Oh. Oh,
But-
this is bad.
Yep, really bad.
Mother doesn't know about this, right?
Well,
I
I
don't.
know your mother.
Yes, I do, and that's why I need to know if she knows about this or not.
I just give her a look that's like, it's your mother. She's gonna know.
We haven't told her.
No.
Yet.
It's probably
Yep.
fine.
Yeah. Probably
Damn
fine.
it, I really want to do an insight check.
Yeah, right?
You can roll to figure out a person.
Yeah, I think I
Always
will.
an option.
Because I watched their little dance a lot, I want to see whether Arabella is... Like, is there a genuine concern, or is it more like, oh, just, you're going to be in trouble kind of thing? Or is there something deeper that she's concerned about with this? 2d6. A 10!
Nice.
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, 10, 6 and 4, yeah, 10.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you add your wit as well, so that's more than a 10.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter.
It's more than that then.
Yeah, as long as it's above a 10. You may ask 2 questions, and there's a list of questions you can ask, or if you would like to ask something else, then go for it.
Okay, let's have a quick look.
And you can either ask them now, or you can ask them later in the scene. And it can be things, as I said before, like you can either ask her outright, like out loud directly, or it can be like you can ask me, and it can be things that you kind of intuit from what you know about
Got it.
her, or whatever.
I think I will wait and ask them if I can get her separate. I don't want to do it in front of everyone.
Okay. You might have to remind me of that later, though.
Mm-hmm. I will make a note.
I might forget.
That's fine.
At this point, Madam Okasan also comes to join you and join the conversation, having heard what you were saying. So, what do we think? I think we should revisit your plan to invite them here. Then maybe we can get some more information, because we need to know what they're planning, really, don't we?
I agree. I think we bring them both. Gertrude and Mabel.
I do think if we can try and get the little one on her own, I think we could. She seemed a little receptive to people who are kind to her. So if we could get her on her own for a bit, we could maybe find out a little bit more about what's going on, at least as much as she knows, so that when Mabel arrives, maybe whoever's talking to her has a little bit of an edge on what's going on, or even maybe find out if we know anything about what Aurelius is doing.
Yes, but I think we bring them both, because Mabel will probably get suspicious if Gertrude is here on her own. I think we invite
True.
them under the pretense of Mother wishes to speak to them more about this offer, and then we can make up something like, I don't know, maybe me and Mother speak to Mabel and you say you don't want other ears involved, and then that leaves you a way to open to Gertrude.
And then if we can get them to stay for the show, or do we do that after the show?
Oh, well, if you can, like...
Maybe
after the
people
show.
people seem to get more relaxed and more, open-minded after
Oh, yes,
watching
that's a
the
good
show.
idea. You loosen her up, and then Freya and I can interrogate her out back.
Yes, perfect.
I don't think anything could loosen her up, to be honest.
Give it a go.
I've got some methods that will probably work.
No,
No, Bridget.
no, no,
We'll
no.
keep that on the back burner. How about that? That's plan D.
Yes.
We don't know
The
what
plan
plan
A
B and
through
C
C.
is yet.
Before we involve any bridges, I think.
Oh, I wasn't speaking about bridges that particular time. That's for when we want answers and we can't get them in the polite way.
No.
I would like to know more about the
I'm kidding, of
Sword
course. I'm not
person.
less violent, really.
No, I think we're all very aware of that. Yeah, I'd like to know more about this Aurelius person and where they come from and what they've been doing as well. But
Well, I can tell you what I know about him.
Oh, yes.
oh yes, do.
Well, he's your standard mediocre white man, really. He's been on the city council for several years now, I suppose. He worked his way up from not very much, actually, which kind of makes him more insufferable in some ways. It's that whole self-made man business.
Oh.
Yes, he's worked his way up, owning several businesses, then bought his way onto the city council, and is now a very well-respected member of the city council. Very popular among business owners and the wealthy, not so popular among the people with less, should we say. The people he tends to exploit and use for his own benefit. Like I say, just a standard mediocre man, really. Yeah, he's currently, as well as expanding his empire, or whatever you want to call it, he is also, I'm sure you've seen the posters around the city, he's planning to stand in the mayoral election in a couple of months.
Right, okay.
Oh, more proof the universe has a sense of humour.
Exactly.
He knows what's happening.
What do you mean?
Well, we've only really seen Mabel around. I'm just this kind of other side of it. The thing what happened with Gwendolyn and Morgana. I'm just wondering if he's in on it or if Mabel is using this person's position of power to do it her own way. I don't know, but I think it's something we should be.
Yeah, hard to say really without questioning.
But has he ever mentioned that anyone knows of? Mentioned any opinions or connections or anything to do with Lintagel? I mean, is he somebody that wants to, I don't know, go there or maybe close the portal, or has he expressed anything? I mean,
Does he know it
just-
exists?
it just seems a big jump from property development to portals to a magical place.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I guess you never really know. I do know he's a collector of things, fine art and objects. But other than that, I don't know if he has an interest in Lintagel specifically. I'm not sure. I don't know him on a personal level, thankfully.
Right. Okay.
But these are all good things that we could find out or try to find out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Elma, could you maybe ask one of your feline friends to just to be around and maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Find
I got
any,
us covered on
you
the
know.
cat front for sure.
Okay. Good, yes.
I was
in
wondering
so many more ways than one, dear.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not.
And I had a question, GM. Alma's mom is a washer person, and I was wondering if she might know any info, like maybe if mom has ever done his laundry, and like maybe he's like a customer who was like, "Don't you know who I am? I should get a discount." And like if there's any dirt that the Twitchit washerwomen might have on this guy.
I love that
That's cool.
line of
Yeah.
thinking. That's a very cool
Maybe
idea.
an incriminating note left in a pocket. You know.
Everyone's
general
got to have their
vibes.
washing done at some point. He's not going to do his own, is he?
Oh hell
I am going to say, let's make this a figure out a person roll. So
Okay.
roll your 2d6 and add wit.
And wit. Okay, so I rolled a 9. and that's a
Cool.
-1, so that's an 8.
Aww.
So that's still like a mixed success, so we're still good. So you can ask 2 questions about
Okay.
Aurelius.
Do
But
they
because
need to be
it's a-
from... Sorry, go ahead.
They can be from the list if you don't have a specific idea, or if you have a specific idea. Just let me know.
Have we ever found any like strange notes in pockets? And while he's been in, and I assume, and completely ignoring the staff, has he ever talked about any special interest in his collection? Like any sort of like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like so and so is all the rage this season in collect, or like whatever. Like, is there ever
Yeah.
mentioned any special interests?
Okay. So I think you recall a situation where you overheard him on the phone, like speaking angrily to someone, and they were definitely talking about, like, he was very keen to get his hands on something. That was, like, the deal was supposed to be done, but somebody messed up along the line and he was shouting at them. And it didn't occur to you at the time, but now that you think about it, it was like a historical, like, what you assumed was like a replica of something, but it could be that it was like an actual thing from Lintagel. And sorry, what was the other question was, have you ever found like evidence in his pockets or something?
Not even
like
evidence, just like any like notes that might just any like out of just strange notes, like anything that might be like, I don't know, whatever. Weird little things in his pocket. You know how you always
so
you find little
you
treasures when you're doing laundry.
you found a ticket to the museum of like legend and like historical society. They were having a collection of things that were connected to King Arthur and Merlin and stuff, and you found a ticket in his pocket.
Okay. Can I convey this to the group and be like,
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, like, I hadn't really thought about it before. Just like, rich old dudes have their sort of like special interests in things, but it seems kind of strange. It might be worth investigating a little bit more about his historical interests.
Okay.
I mean, that seems to imply that Mabel is doing his work as well.
Yes, I would agree.
I mean, she just seems a bit,
Shit.
Well,
It's clear where the smell of beige comes from, isn't it, Moira?
yeah, let's just say she's got like a pH level of 14. She is basic.
Oh! Nom 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 nom.
Anyway, so this evening, right? Okay, I best speak to the boys then about the King's performance later. And
Wait, when are we doing this? Are we doing this tomorrow? Like in a few days?
Well,
we have time.
We can say we can like extrapolate this part and say
Okay,
like
cool.
you send them an invitation, they accept, it's for like this Friday,
Okay.
let's say.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
so
Skip
yeah,
cutscene.
I'll let you guys now like plan for what you're gonna do, and then
Cool.
we'll just skip straight to Friday.
If it's okay, in the interim, I would like to grab a moment with Arabella and Freya, like
Yeah.
Lintagel folk.
Yeah.
the Lintagel Massive.
Yeah.
Now, I think I've told you both this before, and it bears repeating. This portal here cannot close. If it does, both
yeah,
worlds,
we'd be stuck here for a start.
both worlds would be in peril.
No, it'd be fine. We'd be fine. We don't need it. We don't
No.
need this place.
I'm
I mean,
telling
you
you.
guys are great.
We need to structure this world.
Freya's not feeling good about this place, is she?
I just want to go home and pretend none of this is happening.
Yeah. I also imagine this is happening when Freya's just convinced Arabella to go back home. So they're like on the way out.
Oh my
Freya's like, we
God.
have to go home. We're in so much trouble.
Our world needs the structure that this place brings, and this world needs the imagination that we create. Without one, the other will wither.
I mean, I don't make a habit of agreeing with Lindworm, but on this occasion he is correct, I fear.
Well,
Freya's feeling very attacked right now.
oh. Well, obviously we don't want the portal to close, and
Great save, great save.
it would be, plan D at least on the list. But we can't have. We have to keep our home safe.
We do, and the
Well,
best
yeah,
way.
this is keeping it safe, isn't it? If something happens to the portal, it will affect Lintagel.
Well,
So
if
really, you could say it's your duty to stay here and protect the portal.
Right, no, none of that. Right, we need to.
I mean,
I'm
there's
speaking the truth, am I not, Lindworm?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no one stronger or finer or smarter that could do this. We'd be lost without you, Freya. You know that. We're just a bunch of chaos. Without
Well, you
your
definitely-
sharp mind and sharp sword.
I think Arabella takes both Freya's hands at this point and makes intense eye contact and is like, he's right. You are the bravest of all of these people, and they need you. I need you.
I think it is time that Lindworm just kind of saunters off.
Ooh!
Oh god, Freya just gets a bit warm. Of course, whatever you need, I'm here.
Great.
Is that what you said?
Well, so we're staying, right?
Now?
Yeah, come on. And she just takes you by the hand and walks back up the stairs.
Okay.
Can I grab Arabella and just kind of say, "Oh, Arabella, dear, won't you help me? I need to just get some costumes out." And I'm just going to ask her the questions away from everyone that we were talking
Oh,
about.
right,
This
yeah.
figure out person.
Thank you, because I told you I would forget.
That's all right. I did too. Thankfully, I made a note. My
Yes,
note
go for it.
my note says 2 queers, not 2 questions, but it was a note nonetheless.
Still relevant.
I know, right? So the 2 questions I want to ask her, as we are casually just doing things, so that they don't seem at all
Just as
significant.
gals. Yeah.
Just us gals doing things. My first is just to kind of, casually drop the question as to what Arabella's feelings are towards Freya. Just to kind of Freya's lovely, isn't she? I mean, what do you think of her? You've known her for a long time. But
Oh my god. You're doing the equivalent of "Do you like me? Y/M."
Yeah.
My friend fancies you.
that's
You
what I'm
like
doing.
them.
So yes, my one question is, what are your feelings towards Freya?
Yeah, and what's the other question?
And my other question is, what do you hope to get from being here in Avalon so much? Because she is, after all, the heir to the throne of Lintagel. So why is she hanging out here with us mere mortals?
Yeah.
Why is she forcing me here?
So, I think the answer to the second question, you kind of just get from your conversation that she loves Avalon because she finds it fascinating. She's lived in Lintagel her whole life, and you get the impression that from the way both Freya and Arabella speak about the Queen, that she doesn't exactly have a lot of freedom. Well, I mean, she has freedom to come and go, obviously, but there's a lot of expectation on her shoulders. Like, she's the next to inherit the throne, and she's expected to act a certain way and do certain things, and I think she just finds Avalon to be this whole, like, new world where no one gives a shit who she is and what her status is, so she can just be like a normal person.
She can just come and slum it in Avalon.
Yeah. And she loves the tea house because there's such a turnover of people, and so she gets to meet a lot of interesting new people and like form connections with people. And when you ask her directly what she thinks of Freya, I think you do see her like get a little bit awkward, like maybe slightly, like blush just slightly, but she very much like plays it down and is like, well, she's amazing, of course, like she protects me, she's selfless, and like goes on to like list like a million things that are great about Freya.
Okay.
But do you like?
No,
I think you get. I'll give you this also, a cheeky little bonus. You get the impression that she doesn't know how she doesn't know that if she does have feelings for Freya, she doesn't know about, like, she's not really sure what they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
like she has a lot of care and admiration and fondness, like they're very close, but I don't think she's figured it out or allowed herself to quite figure out that maybe it's a little bit more than that.
To be honest, that's what I was going to say. That was kind of Sasha's intention. It was almost just as a kind of prod to make her
like
actually think, wait, hang on. Is it just that? Is it just that she's my protector? Like, that was really Sasha's sort of whole idea in asking her how she felt, was because she's probably never been asked about that.
Yeah, I think there is probably a degree of, in the same way that Freya feels like, well, we can't, like, this can't be a thing. I think probably Arabella has the same kind of things built into her from society, like, well, it's inappropriate. I'm going to be the queen. I can't be in a relationship with my knight.
do you think she would? Well, she probably wouldn't communicate that, would she? No. Okay, never mind.
No, but you get. I think you'd get that from the conversation you're having, and also because you have had similar conversations with Freya or heard Freya say similar, like, things that allude to similar things. So I think you could make that jump.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like
in which case, I'd probably just end the conversation by something, saying something really, insignificant, like, isn't it fantastic that at the tea house we can all just be who we want to be and we don't have to worry about expectations? Anyway, I've got to go up and do some things with Alma, so I'll see you and Freya later. And then I'm just going to disappear.
Oh my god.
She definitely looks like deep in thought as you walk away.
That's all.
Would it be alright for Lindworm to seek Moira and Alma out?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
Party
two
time,
of them.
let's go.
Yeah. I think Lindworm wants to check in on both of you because we all went through something, but you two were very much closer to it than the rest of us were. And I think Lindworm is just concerned, particularly since you're both Avalonian, that you're doing okay, that you're bouncing back all right with it. So I think that they make some of their tea and add some of their own leaves to it.
So that's going to make them chatty.
Am I right?
Yeah, what time is it in Lintagel right now?
It's always 4:20 in Lintagel.
Oh, yeah.
The Sasha sees this. Sasha's like, oh god, I better get a plate of snacks for them.
Oh, yeah. The fantasy Doritos need to be a flow-in.
Doritos definitely exist.
Yeah.
In this
I mean,
good.
Lindworm
Good, as they
is generally quite direct as well. And she goes, well, my lovely little flames, the two of you really went through it, and you were incredibly brave, both of you. But I just wanted to check in you were okay, because that was a lot, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, it was it's a little bit unnerving at times, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of a lot, I guess. Things here are kind of always a lot. You know?
Oh, I know. But it would be remiss of me not to check in on two of my favourite people after they had gone through something like that.
Oh, thanks.
I think
Yeah.
Moira kind of looks at Alma to be like, oh, that's how you react. Okay, thank you.
I did love the reaction when Chris said that, to watch Alma going, oh, and Moira going,
Us weirdos have got to stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I think. I guess I feel okay because I know that you all will be here at the Teahouse. So even if things get a little bit weird, you know, when we go and do things, we'll all be back here together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
long
not
as I
managed
can
to
be-
scare any of you off yet, so.
Oh, Moira, I've seen far scarier things than you. Sometimes I am far scarier things than you. But not right now.
Horrible. Cool. Alright.
You are both incredibly brave, wonderfully warm, and compassionate people. And you did amazing tonight.
Shucks.
Thank you. Yep.
And I have to say, Moira, you are really radiant as well.
Truly.
I think Sasha definitely noticed.
Oh, what was that, Patricia? Alright, yep, I'm coming. She takes Patricia out for a pee.
Lindbergh
Yes.
is just left at the table, just sipping their cup politely. Patricia doesn't pee.
Patricia's very dead. She doesn't need to do that.
I do.
Moira stands outside, like, hand on the wall, like, fuck me.
That's a lot of emotion in one sentence.
She'd gladly deal with a whole graveyard of people ghosts than that conversation again.
Also, I do love the idea that you're standing outside with Patricia and watching the neighborhood dogs walk past and then squeal and run in panic.
Fucking rude. Go pee, Patricia. Go pee. Nah, Alright, good girl.
So, plans for the performance and the stuff.
Yes. Plans.
So we get them in.
We say, hey, we think it'd be really great if you're thinking of buying the place. Do you see what it's like here? You know,
Good
come
plan.
watch a show. Then, you know, we can just treat it like casual. You know, we'll be like, no, we're not talking business. Like, we've got to just enjoy the show, and then.
And then we'll speak business afterwards.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then if we can, you know, if they're feeling a little relaxed after the show and stuff, maybe we can just get them separate a little bit so that we can.
Have some of Lindworm's special tea.
Oh yes, good idea.
Which one?
Yes, good idea.
The sticky
I mean,
one.
I picked some nice M-Lock earlier today.
No.
No, we're not.
Maybe
Okay,
a
okay,
different
we're not.
kind,
We're
yeah.
not doing. No, okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
okay.
I mean yeah.
We'll
the
start
nice-
with the slow
the
kind
kind
of
one.
escalation.
The
I think.
kind one, yes. I'm with you.
Kind tea.
Well, yeah, we'll try that first. We'll exhaust all the other options before we.
Yes.
Okay, but when we get to the point where they've been here a while and they're kind of expecting mother to say, okay, yeah, sure, we'll sell. And then we go, haha, fooled you, we're not selling. We kind of need to have a plan for how we end the evening if we're...
Oh, we
Gonna
just say
just-
we're thinking. We just say we're thinking about it.
Yeah,
we don't
Okay.
say
give
we're
more time
going
to consider.
Yeah, so, you know, we can be like, oh, so Mabel, why is it that you want this place so badly? You know, where do
So
you
what-
get all
but-
your
well, that's a
beige
good-
suits from?
I know. Should we tell her that beige is not really appropriate wear for here? Anyway, I mean,
Maybe.
Magnolia is illegal.
Oh yes, should we have a dress code?
yes, anything but beige.
Not boring.
Okay, but I'm wearing a uniform. You know, like
No,
Yeah, but your
you're-
uniform's cool.
It's quite
And it's-
striking, yeah.
And it
Yeah.
sparkles.
it does sparkle when you
Mhm.
stand me under the disco ball. It's true.
That's true.
Sparkle. Right.
Should we just suspend Freya from the
was
ceiling and spin her around and
fucking
round?
I was
We
so
talked about that.
picturing that.
Then-
Just hanging there, slowly turning.
Everyone's already pulling out some rope.
Please.
Maybe we should have a themed evening. We could have everyone come as their favourite legend from the times of Arthur and Merlin. I mean, it is the joust soon. Everyone's in the mood for a bit of
That's
medieval
true.
fun, and then everyone will be in their finest.
Oh, yes.
knightly
Oh, I love that
regalia.
idea.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes, that's good.
Fancy armor.
Now,
Oh, there's
This-
fancy
just-
armor.
wait, you have other armor?
Yeah,
I know. I've never seen you wear anything but this. It's so exciting.
Yeah, it's like my ceremonial armor. This is my like usual armor.
This is my casual
Well,
day wear armor.
I can't wait.
I can't sit down in it.
That's going to be a problem, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, that's.
It's
I'll
red carpet armor.
yeah, I'll dress it down a bit. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we want you to be comfortable.
Is this going to involve a costume change so that you can actually interact with people?
Yes.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
if
I'm
anywhere's
sure
appropriate,
Sasha and I will have several costume changes.
that's
Don't
true.
we, darling?
If anywhere is appropriate for a mid-evening costume change, it's the tea house. So feel free.
Okay.
It'd be rude not to, in fact.
That's true.
Oh shit.
Also, I'm just thinking if we do that theme, that should
Yes.
probably be of interest to Aurelius as well. So
Oh,
even if
yeah,
we don't
old
invite him, that
He
could
might.
be.
He might show up. He might like alert.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if he got word of it.
I can
That's
see
true.
if maybe I can talk and see if maybe like my mom could like casually mention it if he comes in and just kind of like
Well, we could
"Oh,
make posters. We could make posters. The
posters!
whole thing. I mean, I'm sure Noah will jump at the chance.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
we
Gwendolyn
can't
could go
project
around
that
and
point.
tell people about them.
Yes.
Wait, is it safe to send Gwendolyn out yet?
Oh yes,
Okay.
I'm sure
Good.
it'll be fine.
They do get a little overexcited.
Okay.
Maybe we'll make sure that
They've
she
just
has
got a bit of puppy
company.
energy going on, that's all.
Oh, a bit, yes. And
Yes,
what
it
we're
just
trying to
takes
do.
a little time to get those kind of transformations under control, doesn't it?
It's true. You've just got to get the puppy hormones under control and then you're fine. Oh, I'm getting so confused with my mixed metaphors and analogies here. And we're trying to find out why they want the tea house, whether they know about the portal,
Yes.
and if there is a bigger plan.
And what the
I
next
guess.
stage of their plan is. Yes.
Well, and
that.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how we find all of this out, but it's worth keeping in mind to try and figure out what the hell they were trying to do between the ring and the portal thing. It seems
And why they
Weird.
are so obsessed with the tea house. I mean, beyond the obvious.
Do you know what? I hate to say this, but from what we know about this Aurelius person, it's very possible that it's just because he wants something that he doesn't have if he's a collector.
That's true. Yes.
Maybe it is as harmless as that, but I do worry.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly not something that we should let him get near, I would imagine.
But anyway, we're going to get to the bottom of it. You are going to do a fabulous performance that will
Yes.
relax everyone in the room.
Yes. Good.
I have all my faith in you as always. And then
Stop. No, carry on.
then they'll just tell us what we want to know. Obviously,
Yeah, easy.
Quite. Good.
I can be
Okay.
quite persuasive when I need to be.
Yes.
Freya,
Yes.
that bag of smashed up stuff that you've got. Is there any like bit of it that's like particularly pretty that maybe we could use as like a look what we have, special thing for the event kind of thing?
I look in the
A
back.
shard of a previously powerful
Yeah,
item.
yeah.
That-
Collectors
yeah,
pick
that
up
we
the
know that
weirdest
you
bits
had.
of garbage.
Mm,
Is there any?
maybe one of these gems?
Yeah, it's just something like that because then you
Well-
know he collects stupid shit, doesn't he?
Let's
So-
not do that though, because if they had it and then they put it, then they'll know that we're
They're
wrong
going
to
to
them.
know that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
true.
quite right.
But
isn't
maybe,
it? Yes.
oh gosh, do we?
Could we pretend to have something else?
Yeah, I'm like going through my stuff or like Arabella's stuff. Like, do we have something that's like junk to us, but we're like, ooh,
All right, empty your pockets,
medieval
everyone. Empty your
stamp.
pockets.
Arabella's like, here's a bracelet I bought at the flea market in Lintagel. That looks kind of posh.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, just put it in a frame. Once it's in a frame, everyone thinks it's worth a fortune.
Yeah. Put a light on it, you know.
I mean, Arabella does have plenty of stuff. I mean, she has her crown. She has
No,
That's
several jewels and other things. But
yeah, go on in.
yeah, I don't know if you want to risk those being.
It's just a
Take it.
stone, isn't it? It's very pretty. It's very shiny, but
okay, I'm not sure
Well, let's just deal with one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
just set our sights on our entrapment of Mabel and Gertrude. Anything else that may or may not happen is a bonus. I think that's more than
Alright.
enough for us to try and deal with in a week. And we've got to make costumes, posters. You know, it's a lot to do already. So let's just.
Oh, the costumes will be fine. Alma will help me with that. It'll be fabulous.
Now, do you want picked flowers or actual flowers?
what's the fucking difference?
Just,
the ones-
Lindworm just grins.
Turn it into a bit of a garden rather than just pots of flowers, you know.
I think at this point, Mother just kind of leans over to Moira and is like, "You will keep an eye on him, won't you? Just keep them sort of contained. I don't want the whole place to become, you know. Some of us have allergies.
Yep.
Right. Well, that's everyone knows what their job is. Let's get to it.
Yes. Right.
Right.
As you all leave, I think she just calls Sasha to wait behind to speak to her.
Yeah, Sasha will just make her excuses and kind of do the whole, oh, I just need to check something. Yes, you called?
I just wanted to see if you were okay. I mean, I know it's stressful, but you know you are gonna have to speak to Mabel at some point.
Well, yes. At some point. One day.
Yes, and what better day than Friday? Is all I'm saying.
Well, let's just play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if things are tense and, it's not the right moment, then, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
But,
darling,
I'm
she's
gonna...
going to see you perform on the stage.
Oh, I'm not sure she even recognizes me.
Okay. You never know
Honestly.
what will happen.
It's
I just think maybe you should keep an open heart and have faith in your sister.
This is the same sister who's possibly involved in causing magical items to prompt Gwendolyn's change and getting somebody's sister stuck in a magical portal. Yes, that sister?
Well, yes, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound great, but I'm just saying we don't actually know the details yet.
Like I've said, she's really not really ever embraced intelligence, so I suspect that she's probably being manipulated.
Oh, yes, I assume so. I mean, she's always been a little insufferable, but I've never known her to be mean.
No, she's never had that much personality. Anyway, but yes, I will try and keep an open mind and heart. And
if anyone can change her heart and mind, it's you. You have a talent. I keep telling you this. You are special. You have this ability to make people feel comfortable and to prompt a change of heart.
well, that's because the Teahouse has helped me do that.
Exactly. And this is why we do what we do, right? It's because at one point we were that person that needed to see someone living authentically and proudly and loudly as themselves.
Absolutely.
So
And that's
we do
why
have
we will
some
find
things.
out what's going on, and we will not let them take our Teahouse.
Oh, no, God, no. I'd like to see them try. Well, I wouldn't, but that's the thing, isn't it?
Oh no, Freya alone would probably terrify most of them, but
Well, let's
We'll-
hope it
we'll
doesn't go
find.
to that.
no, I'm sure it won't. We'll all be fine. It'll all go swimmingly. Nothing will go wrong, and we'll find out everything we need to know to stop all this silliness.
Oh, yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
yep.
Okay, so plans are made. Conversations had. I think we'll take this opportunity to have our little midpoint break, and then
Sweet.
we'll come back for party time.
Party time.
All right.
Amazing. Brilliant. We were 10 minutes, yep. Back at
Yeah.
22. In the meantime, we have, during our interval, we have information on the charity that we are supporting this month. If you do have any finances that you can spare, we would greatly appreciate them. If you don't, do not feel bad though. Times are tough at the moment. We really do appreciate that. But if you could like and share and just let people know what we're doing this month and why we're doing it, that would be absolutely brilliant. We will be back in about 10 minutes.
Love you, bye.
Bye! And we're back. And I shall hand straight back to our game master.
That's me.
That's you.
All right, we are fast forwarding to Friday, the day of the. Thanks, Wayne, for the sound effects.
Sorry, it sounded,
Bit
it
of
sounded
Foley
more like
work
I
there,
was
love it.
a weird fish or something. But anyway,
The time fish.
So you all either were staying overnight or you gather in the morning and are greeted by a very excitable Gwendolyn, who kind of literally bounds over to you. That's just her way. Oh my god, you guys, you got to come upstairs and see this. Right away, come on. And she's already, like, leaving, expecting you all to follow. And she takes you all the way upstairs to the top floor of the tea house, out onto a little balcony. And you...
everyone's like, wait, we had a balcony?
It wasn't there a week ago. It just sort of appeared. Weird, that. It's almost like the house knew that it would be needed. So you, as you like go out of the door, you can already start to hear like commotion and like lots of people. And Gwendolyn's like literally like leaning over the fence. Is it called a fence?
Railing.
Railing. Yeah.
Railing, that's a better word, thank you. She's like leaning out and then like kind of turns around to the rest of you and is like, look, the procession started. I think the queen, that means the queen's here, doesn't it?
What? Why?
Well, for the tournament.
Darling, I'm right here.
No, Sasha, silly. I mean like the regal kind of, well, I mean, not that you're not regal, but I mean like the queen of the country that we live in.
The undemocratic, unvoted for leader, right? Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
You have a lonely
I mean, we
queen.
probably won't be able to see her because she'll be in one of them carriages. But
Well, she's just coming past, I assume.
well, she's not coming here, is she? She's going to.
Well, I don't know. The way you said it,
not?
I didn't know if we needed to
She's
go and
coming
quickly
here.
get dressed or something. But
Why
This is
would
the
she
problem
come
when
here?
you put metal elements on people, so they start thinking they're too good for places. That's the problem, isn't it?
I don't think she wears a helmet. I think she got a crown, isn't she?
What's wrong with the
Same
helmet?
difference.
She
Sorry.
ponders that for a minute, but yeah.
This
Okay,
is the Avalonian queen, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, Queen of Albion, she was.
British
Albion,
queen.
yes. Yeah. Cool, great.
Wait,
So
whatever
forward.
queen would there be?
Oh, Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha's not in the procession, though, is she? She's right there.
I mean, she should be. I
That's
think we should
next
probably
week.
be doing a better job of it.
I mean, I could give them some pointers. But anyway, I'm just going to lean over to Freya and just be like, "Oh, well saved, dear, well saved."
Nah.
As you look out, you can see sort of like a street over. There's the sides of the road are like lined with people, all just trying to get a glimpse of the queen and the just reveling in the fanciness of the procession. There's
People who've
like...
been on deck chairs out there for 2.5 days.
yeah, absolutely.
God.
And there's like a long procession. There's like several carriages drawn by horses, and there's the first carriage seems to be quite like a plain for a carriage, and then there's the second one which is really super fancy, and you assume that is the royal carriage. And then behind that one is another fairly plain looking carriage, but it's longer, and it is.
Is it a limousine carriage?
Stretch carriage.
Stretch carriage.
Does it have neon around the bottom of it?
No, it doesn't.
It's a pick-my-ride carriage.
It's trying its
sorry,
best
Theo.
to not look like it's important, but it is flanked by several heavily armed guards, like super armed guards. Like they look serious, and there's a lot of them, and they all. I mean, there's lots of knights and guards surrounding
Moira's
this
like
procession.
flopped over the railing watching, and she just says to Sasha, just like, what do you think's in the long one? Is the queen really long? Why is it like that?
Sasha's going to be dead serious and just say,
She's a millipede.
Oh yes, no, that's the whole thing. Her legs don't fit in the fancy carriage, so they have to put her in the back one. Yeah.
What?
It's probably just for
No,
a
dear.
trail, to be
that's,
honest.
That's just because that's where her and her entourage probably are.
Oh, are they
You know,
long?
they always have something for show and then something with the real people in it.
Right, so what's in the fancy one then? Is that her? It's not very fucking
Yeah,
subtle,
I
is it?
assume that's the royal carriage. That second
It's not
one.
very
over.
subtle if you're trying to do anything.
Well, I don't think
There,
they're
you-
about subtlety, are they?
No, I suppose not. Well, the more money
She's
you
What
have,
gave
the
it
less
away?
taste you have, so.
She's
What gave it
the
away? The
Avalonian
gold carriage or the
queens?
trumpets?
Are you sorry, what?
Loud.
How did the Avalonian queens get their position?
By
Fucking what?
being born, I think.
No, I mean that's how it happens afterwards. But usually there's a lot of politicking or killing or stuff like that.
Oh yes, I think the word you're looking for is colonialism, dear.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No vote.
Yeah, well,
no?
don't ask me. I'm not a historian, am I?
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, bless you.
Well, all of this is horrible. Just saying. No offense, Freya.
Oh, it's quite pretty.
I take offence, actually.
It's all a
It's
bit.
not your queen.
Yeah, I said Lindworm just kind of leans into Freya. Actually, it's a bit drab in comparison. Like, I will say this for your queen. She and half know how to put on a show.
She does. Also, she is your queen too.
No, she ain't.
Alright, let's not
Not
have this
my
argument.
queen.
Yeah. Freya's just like leaned up against the wall at the back, just like, I'm just trying to keep it subtle because you're all talking a lot about like how you hate like the monarchy
Monarchies.
and stuff, and I'm like, I literally protect my monarchy for sure.
I can't contain my Republican nature, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it is kind of exciting, though, isn't it?
Oh yes, it was very cool.
Definitely a
She's
lot of
here
noise.
for judging the tournament.
Oh yes, this tournament. I want to do a tournament.
Do
Wait,
it.
are you in this tournament?
Oh no, I just
Get in it. You do well good.
I always lose in international. Maybe I can
Oh.
win here.
Well, yeah, there you
Oh,
go. Do it.
I'm sure you could. You
What do
could
you
wipe
win
the
if
floor
you
with them,
win?
dear.
Well, you win. Well, I assume there's
Don't say
a
prize.
sizable prize fund this year, but you do win. You get like the queen is here, and normally the person that wins a joust gets a blessing from the queen in front of like the whole crowd and that. And I imagine
a spell?
what's in the like armored carriage is they usually bring you know the sword Excalibur. They bring that, and then there's this whole like fancy you know knight in with the sword. It's not it's the real sword. I mean, that's clear enough. They got it
You get
heavily
knighted.
guarded, but well, there are knights already, so it's a bit of showiness, really. And the person who wins, they get to draw the sword like from the stone, like on
Freya,
the, on
you
the
have to
stage
do this.
in front of everyone. It's quite a thing. I mean,
I
it's
mean,
not.
Nothing
It's not
ever
real,
good comes out
like,
of
you
drawing that
can't-
sword from a stone, I assure you.
Right.
And I mean, I did just say I wasn't a historian, but I will tell you this: you know, Excalibur. It wasn't even the sword that came from the stone. Actually, Excalibur came from some woman in a lake. The sword in the stone was a different sword, but obviously everyone just conflated the two, so now they just go with it, I guess.
I need that sword. I need that sword.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
don't
do.
think you can take it. You only get to pull it out the sword, out of the stone, and then hold it in the air, and everyone cheers, and then
But then you got to
the
give it
queen
back.
gives you the blessing, and then you got to give it back. But
Okay.
you get to
It's
hold it.
bollocks. It's fucking bollocks.
Okay.
Well, or you could just ask them to have tea with them first before you give it back.
That's a
Am
throwback.
I? Throwback. Am I the only one who is just feeling ever so slightly anxious, given recent events, that the magical sword Excalibur is out in the open today?
I
I
it's
guarantee-
giving me-
Yeah. I
Well, it ain't gonna be
guarantee
out in
at
the open
least
though, is
Moira and Alma are also feeling anxious with you.
Slime. Slime. Pretty
Yeah,
sure
Because
that's just-
of.
Oh, more so. Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Extra
Yeah.
bonus, extra fun, anxious.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be out in the open until the day of the tournament, though. So
Oh, good.
there's that. at
No,
least.
that's fair. It's just just probably a little on edge right now. Anyway,
Like,
Freya,
me
I
and
think you
Alma
should
are,
take
like,
part.
Me and Alma are like opposite ends of the anxiety spectrum, which is like bubbly talking too much terror, and then like grumpy, silent, throwing shade all the time terror.
Yeah.
It's great.
Go on, Freya. Go on. Go sign up. You can
Yeah,
show
do it.
them, show them what it's really like.
Yeah.
Is that wise? Like,
I think so.
We've got
Yeah.
time, haven't we? He says, making it up.
Well, I
We've
mean,
got
the
ages
tournament's
yet.
not until next week, so
Okay. Well, I'm thinking
we've
maybe
got time.
I
I
could
think
win
the
it.
registrations close at some point, but not yet. So you've got
Okay.
time to think about it if you
Oh,
want.
go on.
Do it. Do it.
But I do think you've
Come
got to
to
like
one.
you've got to prove that you're like a legitimate knight, but that's it.
Oh,
Anyone can
okay.
enter.
I can't
Easy
do that.
though, right?
No.
I mean,
Why?
some might say that Freya is the only legitimate knight in this land at the moment, but that's all a matter of perspective.
Oh, that
Subtle.
was almost a compliment.
Thanks.
I mean, I know you say prove. You just got to convince him, really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look
Look
at
at
you.
you.
Yeah, look at your outfit. It doesn't get any more legit looking than that, right?
That's true. That's true.
Alma's right. You
Yeah.
walk into a room, people are like, "That's a knight."
Yeah.
All right.
So done.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking if I can get my hands on that sword, maybe that will make up for the smashing of the scepter.
Wait, you're going to win and then steal the sword when they knight you?
Return it home, maybe.
I think you'll find
Do you
that
know what?
returning it to its rightful place, that is.
I think we should just sign you up and we'll worry about the details once the performance and Friday's over, because otherwise I am bound to break out in hives and that's not going to look good on stage.
Yeah, let's focus on one thing at a time. Look, we got a show to get ready for this evening, right?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Incredible.
Okay, we will fast forward to the evening of the party.
Party! Oh my god, it's prom night, guys.
You're doing your
The time fish is here. It's prom night. A sentence I wasn't expecting to say today, by the way.
time fish.
yeah,
Time fish
so-
is our new dungeon bee.
Oh my god, it
Right.
is.
Let's set the scene here. We decided to go with a sort of medieval theme. So tell me this: what are you wearing?
I'm just vibing to this music right now.
My uniform. There you go.
So
Done.
good.
Yeah, boring.
Done.
You're not
Out
bringing
the way.
your ceremonial armor then. You're just,
No, I
you're
think-
just wearing the same old.
I
Same
think
old-
Freya has the equivalent of like something that's not fully armor, but it's like all I can think of is Dragon Age Inquisition. When they
Nice.
they're like
Gold armor.
I think we all
no,
sort of
not the
assume
gold-
that's all that's in your brain anyway.
True. I can't think of it, but it's like a tailored jacket,
Yeah.
coat, and all of that kind of thing.
Oh yes, I'm with you.
With like maybe some padded pauldrons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else got a costume?
Yeah, I think Moira's rocking the oversized black hoodie, but it's got like bits that look like, Xena's skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bits of leather. It's kind of got bits of that all around it, so it looks medieval-esque, but she's still rocking the elder emo sitting in a corner kind of look. They've got thumb holes in the sleeves as well.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Of
Must
course.
have the thumb holes, yes.
Yeah. And just like some ripped tights and big boots as usual.
Oh, important question. Does Patricia get a little ice-sized costume?
Yeah. Patricia's got a tiny little Robin Hood hat. With the feather. Yeah.
Amazing.
That I've, like, as usual,
Absolutely
had to, like,
adorable.
blue tack to the top of her. Because she doesn't fit in, so...
Which she loves, obviously.
Oh yeah, she adores it.
Nice.
I think Alma's dressed up. Usually Alma wears like very like drabby, oversized stuff. Tonight, she's not super educated on like the history of things, but the most magical creature she can think of is Hamwise. So she's in like a kind of like disco Hamwise kind of outfit with like ye oldie like short shorts and like just like a fun little
Short shorts.
yeah, and like just like a fun little
Anything's medieval themed if you put Yoldi in.
yeah. So
Totally.
and, like a fun little top that is actually like colorful, like kind of like
Scandalous.
yeah. And I think maybe
The top's like knitted in those big rings, so it looks a bit like chainmail.
love it. Yes, I'm here for it. Absolutely. And actually has on display her kitty ears.
Awesome.
And has her hair is just kind of like down and on purpose wild. So very different kind of like Alma goes to the club vibe tonight.
I think as soon as Sasha sees Alma, I think she just squeals and then goes, "What a
Is it
lovely!
okay? Is
It's
it
a
alright?
beautiful costume, Alma.
Oh, thank you.
Almost looks real." And she's just going to wink.
I think because you're obviously you feel comfortable because you're at the tea house, but you are sort of expressing yourself in a shocking, what could be considered shocking way.
Yeah, I think this is shocking
through
to
your
Alma for
appearance.
sure. Yes.
I'm going to say that increases your feral score to 2.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't
Just
know
a
what that
reminder
means,
for
but
everyone. So the beast has a feral score tracker. So it can increase or decrease depending on stuff that happens. Once the score hits 4, Alma transforms into her beast form.
Beast
She can do
mode.
that at any time. You can do it at will, but you have to transform as soon as it hits 4, no matter the circumstance.
Yeehaw.
So we're at 2. We're halfway there. Okay, Lindworm, what are you wearing?
Lindworm has forsaken the normal loose sort of like plain clothes that they have worn. They're still fairly plain compared to the colours around them, but much darker colours like midnight in the wood. They wear a long dress that is split up the side and trails out around about a foot behind
cheeky.
them. It is still covered, but this time in bramble-like structures and red flowers. They still have their cloak, but they've turned it inside out, and it's dark underneath with the similar pattern. Their hair is more tightly bound than it normally is, and they are wearing sheer makeup, and they are carrying an oaken staff. And sporting a pair of antlers that everyone who kind of engages with them goes, how did, kind of has a long conversation and then walks away kind of going, I wonder how they managed to attach those.
staple gun.
Bleeding.
Yeah. And Michelle,
Yes.
what's Arabella wearing?
Well, I just have this thought for Freya and Arabella of essentially the Romeo and Juliet, Leonardo DiCaprio
Couples
Ooh.
couple
Stunning.
costume. So she's
Yeah,
like,
just
Yes.
ascended.
actually, she's wearing like her princess garb, but it's like still kind of simple because I think she's kind of like, everyone else is gonna want to dress up like a princess. She's like, no, I don't want to
A
dress
little
up.
two on the nose.
Little two on her nose, so she's got like the little wings or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
Love
That's
it.
so cool.
So much.
Nice.
All right. So the party gets underway. Noah is wearing a Robin Hood outfit.
Oh, nice.
It looks very good.
They should have called Patricia.
Christian.
Now they're matching.
Yeah, I know. When you said that, I was like, Christian is Friar Tuck.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Sexy fire tuck.
Oh yeah.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Slutty.
There's a
fried
crop
duck.
and everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
totally. Oh my god, I love the idea of the brown hood thing, but then it goes down into a crop top rather than a full
Yeah,
cloak.
yeah.
That, like,
So like it's got the hood and everything, but it's like cut to like here, so you
Love
can just see a
that.
little
Has
bit
he
of nip.
tucked the Friar Tuck?
is he friar tucked?
Is he Friar Tucked? A fierce tuck?
No, he doesn't have that anatomy. But yeah,
I love the
other
idea of
performers
fried
may be
tuck for
tucked,
that, though.
may or may not be tucked. So yeah, the evening is starting to get underway, and I think it's probably about an hour or so before Mabel and Gertrude arrive. They do arrive together, but they come in, and Mabel has not made much of an effort to like dress up, but she
Of course not.
Fuck's sake. Who's the bouncer for tonight? Can we get them?
Gwendolyn.
Can we sort this out?
she's
I
like
keep
one of those
offering.
like you know the one of those people that like just does just enough, like maybe like just enough of like makeup, or like just has made just enough effort to be like considered socially acceptable to be at a fancy dress party, but like, obviously
dot and
not in the
whiskers
spirit.
And that's it.
Yeah, like
She's put on.
she's
a
got like
maxi
extra
dress.
glittery makeup. She's got like sort of
Ooh.
her dress kind of is in a material that makes it look like it could be like metallic, so it's sort of
wow.
like, yeah, you know,
But it's
she's-
clearly something she's had for years.
yeah, she didn't go out and buy anything new.
Ooh, crazy.
Gertrude, on the other hand, has gone like full like Hobbit cottagecore, like peasant but very cute, like lots of flowers in her hair, and like yeah, she is into it, obviously. But Mabel
She
not
has
so
worn
much.
this to so many Ren fairs, and she is getting it out now, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got
Happy to have
definitely
excuse, yes.
Ren fair realness. Yeah, I absolutely is implied that she had all of this accessible.
Of course.
Like this is not her first rodeo.
No.
Yeah, so they come in. Mabel looks kind of awkward.
Can I?
They both look kind of awkward, but yeah.
Just like early in the night, early when they've arrived, Freya just wants to try and make eyes at Mabel as like a little bit of a flirt, so that later on it doesn't seem so out of the blue. You know, just
Okay.
like
Let's get an entice roll, please.
this is heart, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very good at this.
Can I help in any way? I mean, I haven't done any performance yet, but...
What did you? I don't think it's needed. Did you say you got
Oh,
11?
okay.
I got an 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to sit down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freya just gives her like a wink from across the room.
So you gain a string on Mabel,
Nice.
and they choose one. So I think they. So you wink at them, and I think she kind of like looks behind her to see if you were like meant it for someone else.
Yeah.
You know, and then when she sees like there's no one behind you, and when she looks back at you, like you're still making eye contact with her, she gets a little bit like flustered and awkward, and then just like turns to Gertrude and pretends to be talking about something.
Wow. Nice.
I think Lindvern would like to, at some point in the evening, come up to the pair of them and say to Gertrude, "Oh my goodness, you look fantastic. This is beautiful. You look amazing. And you came. I'm really surprised. Thank you."
Wow.
Yo.
I think Lindworm will just kind of weave a little tiny bit of magic into Mabel's costume, so the flowers seem to be a bit brighter and a bit more alive.
Into Gertrude's costume.
Gertrude's costume.
Yeah. Just making sure. Sure. Are you trying to do anything here? Are you?
I'm going to use Nature's Touch, which is a new skill that I picked up between sessions.
Ooh.
Cool.
What does it do?
I need to roll a spirit, and you touch someone, and the power of nature will flow into them. And one of three things might happen depending on how it goes. So, it is...
do remember that you have a string on Gertrude.
I do, don't I? Does that mean I can?
So if you, once you've rolled, you can spend a string to add 3
Okay.
to your roll.
I think I'm.
But you don't have to do that until you've rolled.
I think
Nice.
I'm going to be okay. I'm going to choose. So what happens is,
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
So it was okay. So I choose one of the following. They may give you a string on them and clear a condition, or they gain the ability to speak with plants and animals for the rest of the scene, or they may answer one of the figure out person questions of your choice, else they take a condition. So I'm going to basically use that to kind of, and it's the flow is the magic kind of like makes it feel brighter and lighter and a bit, maybe even a little heady for a second. And I think it's just a kind of a sense of how we could get her to tell us about what she and Mabel have been up to.
Okay. Cool. So you gather that you get the feeling that Gertrude cares a great deal about Mabel. And you feel like Gertrude's just trying to do her best, and that she's not necessarily like, from what you know of Gertrude, she's very timid and awkward, and it definitely doesn't seem to you to be the kind of person who would want harm to come to other people. So you imagine that if this is something that is Mabel's idea, or Mabel's doing out of her own like accord, you get the feeling that Gertrude's maybe not 100% behind it. So you do get the idea that she would be willing to give you information if she thought you were gonna help Mabel.
That is very useful to know. Thank you. I think through the night when Lindworm talks to people in their friendship circle, they will imply that Gertrude is
pass that
persuadable.
message on.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else anyone wants to have conversations with people about before we move to?
I would like to. I think Sasha is conspicuously absent from sort of around the tables and stuff, and is doing a lot of backstage preparing. But I want to keep an eye out for when Mabel goes to like the bar or goes to the loo or anything like that. And then I think Sasha will just kind of swan out and pop themselves down next to Gertrude, and just kind of say hello as if they're like really old friends, and immediately just kind of lean in and kind of go, "Oh, do you know, that guy guy over there, he comes in here all the time and he's always got a different person on his arm. It's all the time. And just be like completely conspiratorial with gossip. And I'm going to use my gossip skill. And I want to try and glean from them, similarly, anything that I can about what Mabel like has been up to lately. Anything unusual she's been up to. So, like, I know she's probably doing the usual business things, but I want to find out if Mabel has had any sort of secret meetings or has brought any, anything like that. And I'm going to use my gossip skill if possible.
Yeah, sure. You need to roll for that, correct?
Yeah, so I'm rolling
So, roll
quit.
2d6 and add your quit.
Come on. Oh, shit. One of them was... Oh, a 6 and a 5.
Heyo.
Amazing.
So with my wit, that's a lot. So for...
Right.
So plus 10, I learn a dangerous secret and gain a string on the target. And I can ask a question from the figure out a person move.
All right, let's. Okay, so you gain a string on your sister, Mabel. And you. Just between us girlfriends.
Okay.
Okay, so what question do you want to ask from figure out person? Let's resolve that first, and then
sure,
I'll give you a dangerous secret. So you're asking this of Mabel.
Of Mabel, yeah, about
question
Mabel.
Is about Mabel, yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, what do they hope to get from buying the Teahouse?
Okay. So Gertrude tells you that she doesn't know exactly the whole plan. Mabel might know more, but she tells you that Aurelius is interested in Lintagel, and he does know about the portal.
Okay. That's cool.
And you learn a dangerous secret. I mean, that's a pretty dangerous secret. But what else can I tell you? Okay, in your conversation with Gertrude, she also kind of alludes to a further plan. Again, she says this is just something that she's overheard, like she's not party to all the information like Mabel is. But something is going to happen at the jousting tournament.
Okay. That's great. Awesome. So I will listen as if like this is the best gossip I've ever heard, and then I will signal for somebody to bring over a couple more drinks, and then I will immediately make my sort of apologies and leave to go and get ready for my show before Mabel comes back.
Nice. Nice.
I'm assuming you've got someone running interference.
Oh yeah, I'd probably have sort of Mara at the bar or something doing a little
maybe
bit
this-
of
Maybe this is a good opportunity for Freya to do some flirting.
Yeah, Freya will take that opportunity
yeah.
to like meet.
That's true.
Meet her at the bar.
Intercede, and I'll ask Alma to kind of be lookout and sort of casually run between people, kind of going, she's coming.
Yeah.
Nah.
On it, yeah.
Caw. Not the raven. Ah.
Nah.
No, a cat noise.
It's horse-sized.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'm going to go get
so,
ready.
Yes. Freya, did you want to take an opportunity to try and entice Mabel at the bar?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah. Roll 2d6 and add your heart.
9.
9. Great. So you get a string on
Another
Mabel.
string. Okay,
Yeah.
I got 2.
I want 3. I'll just keep flirting with her, like,
Yeah.
it's like playing The Sims, like flirt.
Yeah.
Just like spamming through all the conversation opportunities until you get
yeah.
flirt.
Yeah.
So you're married in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, they choose one. No, wait, you got a 9, right?
I got a 9, so it's the middling.
Oh, so
success.
you just get a string on
Just
them,
get a string.
unless they decide to choose one. But yeah, I'll let you have a string.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, she seems like she's still got this like wall up.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to act like she's not that interested or bothered, but you can see that there is like there's a part of her that really likes the attention and is like, maybe this is something that she either doesn't allow herself to have or like hasn't experienced in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think
But she's trying really hard not to give any of that away.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to just act like cool and comfortable with the whole thing, but I think it's pretty easy for you to tell that she's enjoying the attention.
Yeah. And I think Freya's kind of using like the side eye she's getting from like the others here of like you know, I can't imagine she feels super welcome here, so Freya's trying to be like, hey, I'm here, I got you,
Yeah.
we can hang out, we can chat, don't worry about it. So yeah, Freya's being very chill about it, but it's just like laying it on thick enough. You know?
Are you trying to like engage her in any kind of proper conversation, or are you just sort of like
No,
light,
I think
flirty?
it's super light and flirty. Like Freya's playing the long game, right? Like we'll get proper information later. I'm just trying to. It's so manipulative. I'm just trying to break the walls down, essentially. But also, I think this is what like this situation right now is kind of normal for Freya. Like she just does. She enjoys flirting with people in the tea house anyway, so she's just doing that with someone else, and they like it. So no harm, no foul.
Arabella does walk past
Oh god.
and sort of, she doesn't say anything,
Knew I should have run interference on Arabella.
but yeah, everyone dropped the ball on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks, and like you feel her eyes on you, but you don't like. You try and just like act like everything's fine. Like this is fine.
She knows what I'm doing. She knows this is just.
Yeah,
We
she
discussed this plan.
knows this is the plan.
It doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything.
She kind of like you feel her looking at you, but then you kind of get the feeling that she's like reminds herself that this is the plan, and like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because I think there'd be.
And like I don't care anyway.
Yeah. Freya would have that moment where shit, do you need me? And then I feel like she'd have that, no, I don't need you. And it'd be like, yeah, of course you don't, it's fine.
Oh god.
Oh, I don't need you either.
Yeah. This is fine. This is chill. It's all good. But is she okay? Is she fine? Like. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably when she gets distracted enough to like accidentally drops the ball a bit, and Mabel like slips away because she's like, "Shit, are you alright? You good?"
Yeah, and then you turn back to the
Yeah.
bar and she's just gone. And...
Meow, meow, meow.
Hell yeah.
A well-oiled machine, everyone.
Oh, flawless.
This plan is going to be fine.
Is there anything that Moira wants to be up to at the moment, or are you just trying to like blend into the background and just keep an eye on everyone?
I feel that does sound very on brand, but I think
There are a lot of walls that are not being leaned against right now.
she does
Yeah, Freya's
need to do
busy.
a bisexual lean or
Yeah.
something.
Freya's got the bar covered at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the bar covered.
I
That's
feel
a
like
good spot, that's
she's
a good
sort of ready and waiting for if there needs to be some big distraction or something that needs to, you know, pull someone's attention away, because she's got Patricia's there obviously, but because one of her things is friends with the unseen or whatever it's called, she gets I think 3 particular little friends that are in the unseen, and so she's got 3 of her main bug crew like positioned.
All right,
in different
you
corners
know
of the
exactly
place.
what I'm going to ask you now, Charlie.
Yeah.
Who are they? What are their names? What are their pronouns?
So
What are
we
their?
have-
Do they have fancy dress outfits?
hold on. Their names are
What
written
kind of
down.
bugs are they?
So we have a... Okay, here they are. Okay, so we have a centipede called Ruth, who is...
Yep.
who is curled around the bottom of a table leg, I think. No one can see
Yeah.
him unless they really
Yeah.
look.
No
Uh,
one can see them unless they also have the same power as you. So
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
they can do what they want.
Yeah!
Do a little dance on the table.
Oh, hell yeah! That's exactly what Dolores is doing.
Fan dance.
So there is Dolores, who is what could Dolores be? I feel like Dolores is a type of spider, but like a chunky
I was
one.
gonna say spider, like tap dancing.
Yeah, like
spider
but
is
like
what I had.
a thicksome spider.
Yeah,
Chonky
big booty.
spider. Big booty spider. And then there is Ethel, who is Ethel is a tiny little midge. So you can barely even see Ethel. She's teeny weeny. So she's just keeping an eye on things up top.
She's just flying around Mabel like a fruit fly.
Oh yeah, kind of like if Mabel needs to be distracted from something, or if she needs to be like rustled a bit, so if you need to piss her off a little bit and then she says something by accident, I feel like that's what all the bug pals are ready to do.
Nice.
And Ruth does
Sorry, I was
not
just
have a
looking
fancy
at
dress costume because nobody has the budget for that many shoes.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Cool.
No, none of them are in costume because they, unlike Patricia, who's a big isopod, these are just normal bug-sized bugs. So they're very small.
And they're also ghosts, I suppose. So.
And they're also non-corporeal, so that would be quite
Yeah,
tricky.
yeah. So they're just are they on the lookout for anything in particular that you want them to signal to you, just so I can let you know if they see anything?
I think if it looks like Mabel's trying to slink away to go somewhere that other people aren't, kind of thing. So if she's trying to look for something, or if she has any kind of thing that she puts somewhere and then leaves it, I think the bugs are on the lookout.
She's
for
on
that
bag
kind of
watch.
thing. Yeah, exactly. See something, say something.
Yeah. Amazing.
So yeah, they're being the transport police right now.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Moira's just awkwardly leaning on the bar, still doesn't have the hang of that at all. And Patricia's sitting on a bar stool next to her.
And is Alma up to anything other than running interference?
Just running interference, and I think maybe Alma's a little bit feeling herself, like for maybe like the first time ever. So more than usual, she's like a little bit out of the shadows and is like chatting with people that she doesn't know.
Go,
Oh, I think-
Alma.
So
My
she's
God.
she's being a little brave and like talking to strangers and like maybe like laughing and having a fun time. Yeah. And keeping an eye in case she needs to give the meow signal.
I think there's definitely that Lindvan will poke their head into the preparation area, the stage area, and say, Sasha!
What?
Almost having her own conversations with people. She's not being introduced.
Oh, it's about time that she came out of her shell a little. No offense, Patricia. And then I'm just going to... Sasha's just going to, like, sneakily look through to try and see, because she doesn't want to go into the front, but wants to have a look what's going on with Alma.
And I'm
Sasha's
just fully and then there's a kind of cat, it's called a calico cat, right? And so like they have different color spots all over, and I'm just like fully info dumping about cats to whoever will kind of listen. So yeah, but I'm having a blast.
That's magic.
Perfect.
I think at some point Noah Vale, who's one of the Drag Kings, he definitely will listen to all of your cat facts, and he also returns the favor with wolf facts. So you're just like special interest, like
I'm fully
vibing with
into
each
it.
other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah,
he
fully
gets
just,
very
like, rapt
excited.
attention. Okay, cool. Yes.
And he so you would probably know this about him, but he is also a werewolf. So he kind of gets what you're going through. And when you guys are like full into like info dumping, parallel info dumping just at each other and having the best time, a little like wolf tail sprouts from him and is like furiously wagging.
I try to play it like super cool, but I'm definitely like my little like cat tail is kind of like it's very nerdy, like this is really cool and fun. Like
I think he doesn't realize that it's happened because he's like a lot more experienced in like controlling his powers and stuff than like you or Gwendolyn are. But yeah, he's kind of just got, you know what happens when you're talking about the thing that you like to talk about with someone who's interested in listening to you talk about stuff. He's just kind of not really noticing what's going on, and then I think he probably picks up on you like looking, and then he like does that thing where he like turns around and sees it. It's like, oh, oops, and gets a bit like embarrassed. But yeah, it's very cute.
So cute.
yeah.
Okay. Unless anyone else has anyone they want to talk to or do, I think we will move to the main stage. Category is medieval realness.
Oh,
That is so appropriate.
we need some bardcore right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I wanted to find some, but I couldn't find any that I was sure was like royalty
Damn it.
free, because
Yeah.
they're all
Everyone
covers, aren't
imagine-
they? So it's
imagine
like
the bardcore. It's the point.
Yeah.
I can put something that's a little bit more medieval vibes.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine a sick beat.
Fucking
Yeah.
banger.
Totally.
Oh yeah. Everyone shut up, this song is about me.
Spoken like a true goth.
Yes, let's welcome to the stage, Sasha.
Ta-da!
Paint us a word picture, Wayne.
Of course. I think the spotlight hits the stage and the stage is completely empty. And the music starts and everyone's waiting for Sasha to step through the curtains or step onto the stage. And then there's a kind of awkward moment where everyone's like, where is Sasha? And the music's starting to play. And then the spotlight swings upward and Sasha descends on a swing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But Sasha is standing on the swing, looking incredibly regal and just holding the sides of it and begins to sing. And it starts very slowly and then very quickly moves into a kind of real, like not quite a sick beat, but it's something that like the last dinner party would play, last supper party would play. Something like that, like just kind of electro kind of stuff, but very dramatic. And Sasha's outfit in her medieval realness is 100% stolen from, if you know the drag queen Simone, who wore an outfit that had one half of it in this white flowing dress and the other half which was in gold armor. So it's this perfect mix of kind of masculine and feminine. And Sasha's hair with this kind of curly mop of almost like a Mohican is white tonight. And Sasha comes down with gold sparkling makeup and begins to sing this song. And the song is all about embracing who you are. And it's all about being part of a bigger family. And it's all about connecting with people and being there for your community. And everything about it is all about bringing people together. And Sasha is going to like literally close her eyes and draw on everything that Mother has told her and everything that's happened, and trying very carefully not to make any eye contact with Mabel, but will put like their entire heart and soul into this song. And my whole intention is to reach something, particularly in Mabel, that allows her to feel as welcome here as we have felt. So that I can really, if at the very most cynical, unsettle her about anything that they're trying to do with the Teahouse. But ultimately, I'm hoping that what I will do is make her understand why the Teahouse is important and why the people here are so important. I don't have any other ulterior motives. Obviously, I'm only concerned about the Teahouse. It's got nothing to do with her understanding why I'm here at all.
No.
If Freya knew this was Sasha's intention, can Freya have tried to sit herself near Mabel so she could like
absolutely.
look, keep an eye out for this stuff?
I think
Nice.
you are like, so you have situated yourself next to Mabel and you're sort of like in the front row.
Fully got an arm around her chair.
Yes.
Sexual.
Absolutely. And I think Gertrude is so you've managed to like separate them a little bit. And I don't know, who do we think is sitting with Gertrude?
I mean, I would probably have suggested Alma
Yeah.
Yeah.
once the show begins.
Okay. Yeah.
They've got the right vibes for it, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
when you
same-
first met Gertrude, she was wearing a cat print, like knitted
Sold.
cardigan.
Yeah.
Meant to
That's
be. Meant
all-
to be.
best.
She's definitely got
friends.
cat mum vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sat. So Alma and Gertrude are sat together. Freya is working on Mabel.
Yeah.
Moira and Lindworm, is there anything that you want to do while the performance is happening?
I'll let Moira go first, but I do have something I'd like to do.
Maybe she might get one of her unseen bug pals just to do a little bit of reconnaissance on Mabel, like on her person, to see if she's got anything.
Okay, yeah. Have a little sneak around.
Yeah, just to see if she's got anything, because the little fucking tiny little bug can get in her pocket and out of her pocket again, no biggie. So I think she might try and get her bugs to like one of them, and maybe Dolores,
Yeah.
to sneak around.
What
and see
is
if she
Dolores
can-
again? Is she the spider?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's chunky, but she's small, and she's kind of like a jumping spider, kind of chunky. And
Yeah, because
so
if the one who's a midge tries to read anything in the pocket, they're going to have to fly up and down each sentence.
Like-
So Dolores is definitely better.
Well, I was just trying to decide to myself, like, can bugs read?
probably the fuck not.
Well, it's a dead bug. Why
But
not?
they,
These are gay bugs that can read you to filth.
That's true.
None of these bugs be straight.
True.
Okay, so
Um,
Dolores the spider will, just sort of, maybe if she's got a bag with her, get in her bag, have a little wander.
That's what you meant.
Yeah,
If
she's-
Dolores has got a bag with her. I was like, okay, now we're pushing it.
She's got 8.
Oh,
Well, 6, because she needs to walk on 2 legs. That would be crazy.
No. Now you're just being
Let's
unrealistic.
keep this realistic, everyone. I know we're playing a fantasy game, but there is a limit.
I know. What next? A wheelchair?
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
So, Dolores has a little sneak through. Mabel does indeed have a bag. And she has a little sneak through and comes back to report to you. She has... So, Dolores couldn't read and understand, like, the full extent of it, but she has paperwork with her, which you probably assume is something to do with, like, the legal stuff with either selling the Teahouse or trying to force the sale of the Teahouse or some equivalent. Other than that, nothing too scandalous. Like, she's not packing heat or anything.
Not like an Uzi in there or something.
No, she's got like a mace spray, but you know, that's just sensible in this day and age.
Just nothing interesting then.
Yeah, nothing too outrageous that someone wouldn't have in their handbag, other than paperwork. So you can see that her intention is to, like, she is here because she believes that there is business to be done.
Okay. Alright. I think the main thing was checking for if she had anything magical that she was going to try and plant anywhere. So yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no,
Good
not
thinking.
not that Dolores could tell.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'll give Dolores a tiny little high five and then send her on her way.
Okay, Lindfirm, what is it you'd like to do?
So, I would like to awaken the wild in the Teahouse because it's a safe space, and I'd like to change the atmosphere so that the light on Sasha is incredibly bright, and there are almost like fireflies and petals that kind of come out of nowhere that kind of fall around her. Just kind of like enhance her performance a little bit. I'm gonna roll for it. 14.
Blimey.
Oh! Nice.
You let me down before, but you saved yourself today.
You will
By the way,
survive the winter.
if anyone wants to see the outfit I was talking about, I've put the link in chat.
Yes, you have.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I am a
That lives rent-free in my memory forever.
Okay, so on a 10 plus, you get to choose one thing to alter. But I'm good. You kind of did that already, didn't you? So
Sorry, yeah.
with altering the light to make Sasha look extra fabulous.
Also, I might acknowledge that I might be a little bit smitten with Sasha after this.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Let me just remind myself what happens.
Where is it? Oh, it's me. I can't find it either.
Bear with
Please
us.
bear with me.
New system, who dis?
Oh, they're smitten. When you become smitten with someone,
I found it too.
say why, give them a string on you, and answer the question in the Truths of Heart and Blade section of your playbook.
So why in this moment have you become smitten with Sasha?
Lindworm's existence is purely to protect and guide and create spaces that are safe for things to grow and be themselves. And I think they finally understand why this place is so important to Sasha. And it is very much like that. Oh my God, you're just like me. We are the same. We're doing the same thing, and you are so beautiful when you do it as well.
Okay, so the question for the nature witch is what is a clear challenge to being with them that you're overlooking because of your naivety?
She is a bright, bright candle that will snuff out long, and I will exist long, long after she does. And I have forgotten that is why I do not get involved.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad,
All right. Very
but
cute.
beautiful.
Yeah.
On the upside, I got a string on you.
You do.
You do. Spend it wisely. Or save it. Don't forget that you can save your strings, and once you get 4, I believe it's 4, you can use that to advance the relationship, whatever that
Oh
means.
my lord.
Awesome.
Anybody else making any kind of moves, figuratively or literally, in this?
Shapes.
Meant playbook moves, but yeah, or dance moves.
Yeah, boy.
I don't think so.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will move back to Sasha. I would like just a heart roll, please.
Oh, yeah, that's my good roll. Let's see how we do. No, it's all right. That's a 9.
Okay. So
Hang on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9.
so that I was just trying to figure out what the effect of your performance is on Mabel and Gertrude. So on a mixed success, I think Sasha's probably, correct me if I'm wrong, but much more interested in Mabel's reaction. And I think, although you probably are trying not to look at her too much, you also are desperate to know, what her reaction is, and trying to get a read on her any way you can. So you do kind of keep, glancing at her, but also trying not to. Because you don't want to feel vulnerable in that moment.
Yeah.
And you can see that she is. You do think that she's there's definite signs that she's moved by the performance, for sure. And then I think probably about 3/4 of the way through, you can see that there's a look of a sudden kind of change in her expression, and she's recognized you.
Mm-hmm.
She's figured it out. She's put the pieces in their order and has figured out who you are.
Oh boy.
And in terms of Gertrude, it's having a much more obvious effect on Gertrude. She's having a little cry.
Oh.
She is she's having an experience. She's going to church,
I think Alma is maybe similarly moved, as is usual when watching such a wonderful performance. And maybe can Alma reach out and do a squeeze on Gertrude's knee and just I feel you, hun. I'm feeling the same thing. Just a solidarity knee squeeze.
Yeah.
Welcome to the congregation.
Oh yes.
I'm just trying to figure out what to make you roll. What is your intention here? Just to make her feel like she's not alone? Or...
Yeah, just in this, I feel in the same way that weirdos usually find each other. This is we're getting the beautiful, wonderful performance, and to then just kind of like have a more personal, like, this is, yes, I feel this affects me too, kind of just like what is the word I'm looking for? Just like a really personal, like, to like have a personal connection of like, this is why it's important to me. I can sense that this is why it's important to you too.
A solidarity.
Yeah, that's, yes, just like a moment of solidarity, like not just like welcome. Yes, like this is why this place matters, kind of vibe.
It's gonna make me cry.
Let's just make this a heart roll.
Okay. Nine.
Nice.
Okay. So you reach over and you put your hand on her knee, and I think she sort of is immediately kind of like a little shocked, just because for one she's so like in the zone, like watching the performance, that she has forgotten that like everybody else in the room exists. Like for a moment it was just her and Sasha in the room, and everything else had just sort of like stopped. But yeah, this physical touch kind of brings her back to herself for like a moment, and she reaches down her hand on top of yours and like gives it a little squeeze, and I think she's a little bit smitten by Alma.
Yay! Oh my god!
I don't know if that was your intention, but it worked.
Ah! All right.
And I think
It just looked like Alma's face went from, oh, solidarity to, oh shit, what do I do now?
Yeah, definitely like a little
I didn't
bit
think
of,
this
like,
far ahead.
Yeah, if Alma can pick up on that at all, she's definitely like the look of like, yeah, I get it, is definitely like tinged with like, oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should say she's enticed rather than
Okay.
like
Gotcha.
smitten.
Yeah.
My mistake, yeah. But she's
She's smitten-ish.
she likes you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
My question is like, so she's put her hand on your hand, and like doesn't, like, she just leaves it there until you move or don't move. Like she's kind of leaving it in your court.
Just treat it like a cat.
Yeah, it's like that's
Yeah.
that's the experience. Yeah, like I think like a little bit of like panic and just like having no idea.
Immediately
what to do.
sweaty.
Yeah,
Like
just
immediately palm
absolutely-
sweat.
Yeah, palms very immediately.
Don't move.
Yes, yeah, just like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, if I don't, I'm just gonna stay very still and like, yeah, definitely like, okay, like just like, yeah, panic freeze, but like in like a maybe nice way, like in an unexpected
okay.
way.
Okay. As long as it's consensual, we're fine.
Yeah, yes.
I think Sasha's performance comes to an end fabulously, and the next performers come on, probably Noah and Christian. I wonder what kind of performance. I'll think about that later, and I will think about that later.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We expect playlists.
Yes. Please let Noah be a pop punk king. That's all I need in my life, is a werewolf
Yes,
pop punk king.
yeah, he
Stunning.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely would be. He's a My Chemical Romance fan for sure.
Perfect.
So while that's going on, Sasha is free to come out from the back if she wishes, and I think Mabel starts to kind of look around for Madame Okusan, who at this moment is not anywhere to be seen.
I think Freya's trying to like keep her as like, hey, let's get another drink. She'll be there later, like as much as she can, because I think Freya's actually like getting too into this now. She's like, oh no, I think I'm actually just enjoying talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a roll to convince her.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably this is a wit roll, I think, because you're trying to use your charms to like convince her.
Okay. I couldn't interest you in spirit.
If you can convince me why.
Tackle her. Use daring.
I literally.
You're not going anywhere.
No, I think that's fair. And that's not good because that's a 4.
XP though.
XP, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you get XP, and here's the thing: it still happens. Like you get her another drink, but what does happen, as it's a downbeat, what does happen is there will be a consequence to this action, and I think, as you said yourself, Freya is she's getting into this now. Like she's actually having quite a good time, and she's kind of forgotten about everything else that's going on. And you don't see this, but Arabella is sat like 2 tables behind you guys, like watching this whole thing happen, and she looks upset.
Oh no.
Oh god.
But you don't see that because you're too busy.
I'm too busy. Could I also... Oh, sorry. I'm just my character sheet is now not opening. But to get rid of my hopelessness that I've been feeling about Arabella and stuff, if I indulge in just...
Oh yeah.
pleasures.
Hang on. Let me. See
I'm
the thing.
thinking Freya's letting herself lean into it more and is kind of forgetting that she should be asking all of these other questions. And actually we're meant to be going to talk to Mother so we can get this information, and Freya's just like, no, let's just have another drink. That's what
So to clear, so you can clear conditions with destructive actions. So if you're trying to clear hopeless, lose yourself in escapism or pleasure when you should be doing something important. So yeah, I think that exactly.
Spot on.
That tracks.
Exactly fits.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Stunning.
So you make your clear your condition.
Beautiful. I've just broken the heart of the woman I love. Fine.
No big deal.
That's all right. You don't know that. You didn't see it.
I don't
It's
know.
fine.
Yeah, I think she's fine.
Oh,
I have to watch her flirt all the time. It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Yo.
I think Sasha, when they come off stage, will immediately sort of find Mother and kind of say, "Okay, so I suppose we should probably go and chat to them."
Oh, you're coming.
Eventually,
You're
I'm just going
coming?
to change, but you go out ahead because I think she's probably quite eager to talk to you.
It was a beautiful performance, by the way,
Thank you.
as always.
It's inspired by here.
She leaves you to get changed and goes through to the front. And
When Sasha
Well,
said get
so-
changed, she meant have a panic attack. Obviously.
yeah, obviously, sure, yeah. Hey, the two
Just
are not
really
mutually exclusive. You can do
No,
both at the
I've
same
done
time.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get stuck in a turtleneck, have a panic attack, you know. We've all
Get
been
your
there.
cuff caught on the door handle, panic attack. Yeah.
I've done that. Not in a turtleneck. Never.
Oh, God,
never
no,
a turtleneck.
yeah.
Gosh.
Anyway.
But I have got stuck in an item of clothing and then panicked.
Yep.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Okasan sort of heads towards Freya and Mabel. I think Gertrude's probably too preoccupied at this point to really be like bothered. Like I think she's talking to Alma and whoever else is around. She's stopped holding your hand now. You can relax.
It was nice, but that's a lot.
Yeah. I think like when the performance ended, because Gertrude's not exactly confident either. I think like when the performance ends and like all of the kind of magic of the performance like kind of fades away, it's almost like she has that like, oh, you're back in the room kind of moment, and she's like, she looks down at your hands together and is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like,
Yeah.
and then
Alma is
quickly
trying-
like
yeah.
takes it away.
Yeah, Alma is trying to very subtly like wipe her palm sweat off on her pants, but she's wearing short shorts, and so it's like a little bit of an adjustment. Yeah. So yeah.
Not the short shorts. Curse you. Stupid, sexy short shorts.
I know, right?
So Mabel, what's her name? Okasan.
Okasan.
Comes over to you and Freya and Mabel and suggests that now might be the time to have a little chat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can I join you? Yeah.
Oh yes, please do. And anyone else you can round up that you think might be helpful.
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to catch eyes at like the others. I see Alma like desperately trying to wipe her hand.
Yeah.
And look for Linfirm and Moira, just to kind of be like, okay.
Moira slides off of the position that she was in, nearly falling on her ass, but she's fine.
Yeah.
Has she been holding that leaning pose the whole time? Now she's like cramping. She's been there herself.
Yeah, her whole side is numb. She's just like, well, fuck.
Arabella.
I think
What?
Linvern will scoop up Arabella and Alma
There we go.
Yeah.
as they come through.
You're bringing.
Yeah,
Good team.
go team.
She knows what's going down.
But they will motion to the bar to kind of get Gertrude another drink.
Yeah, I think.
Really sorry, I just got to borrow Alma for a minute, but she'll be right back.
And it's really nice talking to you. It's really cool and chill.
She said, "So cool and so chill."
I think Gertrude replies with like an equal measure of chill, and it's like, yeah, it was cool, or like whatever. Yeah, I mean, we should maybe do it again sometime. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe if
Why don't you have the telephonic device? Why don't you give her your number, Alma?
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
you could do that. I mean, you don't have to.
yeah. No, I can.
But you could.
I'll do that. Yeah. Here, let me just, and I'll like, if they have our phone, I'll type my number into her phone.
With your sweaty
With my
palms.
very careful to hold on very tight so it doesn't accidentally slip out of my hands.
Oh my god. So cute.
Everything
So
about
cute.
this scene just yells cool and chill to me.
They said it so many times.
Yeah, so
It
it's
has
gotta
to
be
be.
true.
If you
Right.
repeat it 7 times, it's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? We learned this
That's
earlier.
how magic works, that is.
Uh-huh.
When you said that Gertrude put her hand on Elma's hand, I just, in my head, all I could think about was Elma spending the whole time looking at this and wondering whether it's appropriate to put her other hand on top of that hand now. Like, is this how it works? I don't know, should I?
Facts. Yeah.
and go like this.
Yeah.
Little biscuits. Yeah.
Oh.
So, is everyone in attendance?
Yep.
Yes.
Are they?
Yeah,
Are we?
cool.
Or is the idea to have discussion like there at the table, or are they going into Okasan's office?
I think they would go to Okasan's office.
Oh, can I make sure that my trio of bugs are still outside though?
Yeah, of course. Keep an eye.
Do you have
on
like
Gertrude.
Do you have like SWAT team signals for them?
We don't call it
Yeah.
SWAT because that's offensive.
Charlie?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Charlie, you can
Yeah.
have a point of XP for that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
total table, or are they going into Okasan? Oh, that was perfect.
That was great. That was great.
Clipped for
quick.
posterity.
Yeah, so you all go into the back room, and Sasha, are you arriving with everyone else, or you?
No.
Because you said you were going to be.
Yeah,
along
Sasha
with it.
will wait and try and like make sure everyone is there already, and then probably
make a dramatic entrance.
No, I think more like pretending that they have to check everything's okay out front and make sure everyone's all right, and finding any excuse possible, but knowing full well they have to go soon. And then we'll wait till everyone's in there so that they assume everyone will be sitting and already chatting, and they can just make a very subtle sort of slip in the back and stand at the back for a bit.
Can't wait.
But yeah, nothing like Wayne would ever do. And then, yeah, so they'll just kind of go in and not knock or anything, but just kind of open the door and just sort of slide in. I mean, having changed into something more comfortable, but equally glamorous, obviously.
More comfortable, but also less comfortable at the same time.
Well, totally. Well, I mean, when I say comfortable, I mean it involves a corset, so yeah, but...
Ah.
So you, as you enter, the discussion is already in progress. You shared the information that you got earlier from Gertrude, right, about the intentions of
Oh, yeah.
Aurelius and stuff. Okay. So, I guess let me ask you guys this: how does this meeting go? Like, what are you? What's your aim here? Are you gonna be straight up with her and just be like, "Look, we know that you're planning something," or are you gonna try and lure her into a false sense of security and make her think that you are thinking about selling the tea house? Like, what's the vibes?
I'll tell you, Sasha's intention is, well, Sasha's main thing is to try and convince Mabel and to show her what this is all about, to try and convince her that whatever they have planned, if it involves doing anything or owning the tea house or whatever, that it's not right, because this is an amazing place. That was the whole performance. The idea was to show her and make her feel what this is really like. The secondary plan for Mabel is that if she doesn't come round and she is stubborn about it or whatever,
Stab.
is 100% fully to absolutely pull the kind of the family card and appeal to her, like completely appeal to her as somebody that has been estranged by the family because of this kind of behavior. But that's kind of keeping that till last, because Sasha knows that that will be a very vulnerable moment and could go really badly if it backfires.
Yeah, okay. I guess in the first instance, well, you could probably consider that like figuring out a person.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, do you want to roll for figure out person? So it's 2d6 plus your wit.
Okay. Oh shit. 7. No, 5. Yeah, 7. 5, 6, 7. 7. 7. Oh wait, this is Mabel though. I'm gonna use my string to make it a 10.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because a 10 plus, you get to ask 2 questions. And a 7 to 9, you still get to ask 2 questions, but they get to ask one of you. That's the difference.
Well, do you know
But
what? Actually,
totally
I'll keep the Mabel thing in
spend
case it gets
extra.
too tricky. No, I'll keep it in case it gets tricky later. So I'll keep that one.
Or if you roll a 6 or something.
Yeah. And my one question that I want to ask is, why is this tea house so important to them? I mean, I know why it's important, but why?
To Aurelius,
Yeah.
like, are you asking what he wants?
Yes. Why does Aurelius want this tea house? Why is this so important?
I think. So, do you want to ask her outright, or are you just trying to like read her by reading what you know about her?
I think I would probably not ask anything outright for a while, because I think Sasha wants to see how the conversation goes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think that's what I would ultimately like to know. Especially because I know that there is some other further plan. I want to know why this tea house plays a part in that. I haven't got a connection yet, and so that's the question that I want to just understand: is what role does this tea house play for Aurelius? Why is it so important? But I know Sasha would keep really quiet during most of this conversation until actively somebody involves them, because they don't really want to be in the firing line because it could go badly for them.
Yeah, okay. So what happens is when you come into the room, so you kind of slink into the room trying your best to like not loudly open the door and just open it just enough to just like, you know, when you're like late to class and it's one of those classes that you have to walk in front of everyone, so you're trying to make as little like business about it as possible.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of what you do, and you just like slink in. So she doesn't notice you. And
because drag queens are notoriously subtle at slipping into rooms unnoticed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so you sneak in, and at the point where you sneak in, the conversation is already in flow, and it's mainly between Okasan and Mabel, but there's a lot of mention of Aurelius and how Aurelius is getting impatient and all of these kinds of things. So I think because you know Mabel particularly well as you grew up together, you can read from her that it seems more like to you that she's like he's the one in control, and she's actually a little bit afraid of him, or at least, if not afraid of him directly, afraid of the consequences of failing him. And I think you'd have to like ask her more directly like what his plan is, but I think you can gain from this, from her kind of demeanor and stuff, like that it's serious, and she is like whatever it is he's planning, it's something big that has big consequences.
Okay, yeah, I think Sasha would probably wait until it gets to that point where it's kind of almost going around in circles a little and that we're not getting any further. And then from the back of the room, Sasha will just say, Mabel, what's really going on? What is he planning?
I think she just is startled, obviously, because she didn't know you were there. and she also, like, she doesn't really know. I think you can tell she doesn't really know what to say to you, and so she doesn't like turn and face you for like a couple of seconds or whatever. And then you can see her kind of like gathering herself a little bit, and she turns to like address you directly. And she just sort of changes the subject, tries to change the subject back to you. And is like, so this is where you've been hiding out for these past 2 years?
Sasha will walk around and stand next to Madame Okasan. Partly as a show of solidarity, partly because they feel safer there. And we'll just say, no, this is where I've been thriving all this time. Now, the question we asked was what the plan is.
When you say that you've been thriving here, and you kind of think back to like her, like when you're watching her when you were performing, and you can see there's like there's something in her that like is happy for you, or like is at least like glad that you are out of the situation. I think what you get from her, I mean, you still have another question to ask for figure out person, because you get 2 if you want to use that right now, but you also don't have to. You can save it for later.
Yeah, I think I'll probably save that for a bit.
Okay. So you get the feeling that she so she is glad that you found somewhere, but you also feel like there's like a sadness to her. And
I'm not just talking about her outfit.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean. Aurelius wants the Teahouse. It's my job to get it for him.
Why does he need it so badly?
Does it matter? He's rich and he wants it.
I think Sasha's probably just kind of a bit unsure what to say, so we'll just kind of keep quiet.
You know, after you left, you wouldn't know this, but after you left, all of the expectations that were once on your shoulders are now placed firmly on mine. And except for the fact that you were always the golden child, and I'm definitely not. All I've ever tried to do is my duty to them, to our family, but it doesn't seem to matter what I do or how hard I work. It's never good enough for them, and no matter what happens, they still always consider me lacking in comparison to you, even though you're the one that left and I'm the one that stays devoted to their cause and does things that I don't really want to be doing. I don't want to help Aurelius do whatever the hell he's planning. I don't have a choice.
I think Sasha is going to pause for a minute and then look as if she's going to get really stern and walk around to the other side of the table, and I think she's going to bend down and hug her.
Okay, we'll consider that emotional support because she did just take a condition. So if you could roll for emotional support. So that's heart or spirit.
That's 9.
Okay, so are you just going to give her physical comfort, or are you going to say, do you want to say anything to her?
I mean, there's a lot that she just said, so I think in lieu of having an entire conversation about our entire sort of family obligations, etc., I think Sasha is just trying to show, well, the overall thing is to show that actually Sasha cares, but also to make her feel like this is what you can have here, is this kind of support of people who understand that but want you to be you. Like, that's Sasha's whole intention behind all of this, is to show Mabel why this is a place where you can thrive.
Yeah,
But it is also because Sasha knows that that's probably true what happened, so wants to show that they are actually, it's not that they're sorry they left, but they're sorry that that's fallen to Mabel.
Yeah. And I think, like, in that moment you get the feeling like she's angry right now, but and although she's like taking it out on you, she's not actually angry at you. She's angry at the situation. Like, she might say, like, it's your fault because you left and now, like, I have to be that person, but I think she knows that it's not your fault, and that, like, she doesn't want, like, deep down she didn't want you to stay because she's glad, like, you can tell that she's glad that you got out, but I think she wants that for herself. But she's too afraid to, like, completely let go of this, like, facade that she's, like, basically built her whole life around. And I think Freya probably picked up
this
on
beige
some of this
facade.
Yeah. Well, this, like, role that she feels like she has to fulfill, and that you also felt like you had to fulfill for a long time, but she's still in that phase where she's, like, too afraid of it going
too much
wrong.
To lose still.
Yeah. And I think Freya probably picked up on this earlier during, like, flirting with her and stuff. Like, she obviously wants to have a connection with someone. She wants to be accepted for who she actually is. Like, it's what all of this is really about, is, like, she just wants to be accepted and valued for the person she is.
Yeah, I think that's why Freya ended up actually getting along with her quite well, because it was like, this is a fun pretend. Let's both ignore our duties.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And I think, like, there probably would be, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but there would be similarities that Freya would feel between, like, because she's devoting herself to something at the expense of her own happiness.
Yeah,
which Freya can
gets
completely understand. Yeah. So she, you give her a hug, and she clears her angry condition, and she does, like, soften a little bit, and is like, I'm sorry for I didn't mean to yell. It's just
Sasha's just going to stand up and sort of tap her on the forehead and just say, and don't frown like that, you'll get terrible lines, dear. Anyway, let's just have a conversation now, shall we? And I'm going to pull up a chair and sit next to her so that I'm, like, right next to her.
Yeah, okay.
I imagine Freya was sat next to her, and then when they started talking like they knew each other, and Sasha came over, just kind of stood up out of the way, and it's just, like, leaning up next to the other. It's like, they know each other?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because nobody else knows, do they?
No one knows. So I've just, like, moved out of the way, and you can just have that chair.
Freya's like, I was flirting with family?
This makes it juicier. I'm gonna go lean against this wall.
I think everybody's leaning against that wall right now.
Yeah, at this point, I think. I mean, I guess it's up to you guys. Do you give them some space to like talk following that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the one person we do need to drag away is Arabella.
Why did you bring her in? Why did you bring her in, Liv? Is she doing okay?
She doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, she's sort of avoiding you.
Sorry.
Just
Kind
just
of,
like
am
not overtly, just like in a casual sort of way.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is sort of avoiding
Oh boy.
you. So you leave. Okasan comes with you as well to leave. Mabel and Sasha to catch up. And unless there's anything anyone wants to say in the immediate, I think that's a good place to leave it for next week.
Yep, we're good.
Yay.
Feelings!
Feelings! So many
cried.
feelings!
Are you okay? Is everyone
yes,
okay?
yes. It was a wonderful. Beautiful.
Amazing. Well
It's not
done,
the first
Theo.
time someone's cried on this
Yeah.
fucking stream, so
Yeah.
you're good.
Oh no, hell.
Crying is like a hobby of mine. So yeah, just a wonderful way to get that in today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, this has been absolutely fantastic. We are at £308 and 58 pence.
Yay!
Minus
Thanks,
extra
Charles.
subscriptions which came through today. So thank you so much, all of you, for how you've been
God.
supporting us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't done the
That's amazing.
calculation.
Thank you,
on-
everyone.
yeah.
It's only a few quid, but it still
helps.
all adds
It
up.
really
So
helps.
yeah. Yay!
Yeah, you did amazing.
Join us next time for more emotions.
For more feelings, yes.
Feelings, we have them.
Yep.
Now we're jousting next week.
Yeah.
Take out all our
Justin,
feelings.
Justin,
Get our
Justin.
feelings, yes.
It is our finale next week. For now. For this.
No way, man.
Episode 4, and looking forward to that. And this has been amazing. You've all been amazing. Theo, you are in charge. Do you want to choose somebody to go first?
Wayne.
Hello, everybody. I am Wayne. No, we've done that bit. What am I? Oh, yeah. So thanks, everyone. And please give, if you can, to our charity. Remember, everything goes to the charity. We're not getting any of this. It all goes directly to them to help. So any help is appreciated. If not, please tell people about us. Other than that, you can find me everywhere on the internet as created by Wayne. My Canva course, teaching people how to use Canva like a professional, goes on sale in less than 2 weeks. So that's exciting and nerve-wracking. And if you know anyone who would be interested, let them know. My socials are all created by Wayne, so come and say hi. Okay, love you, bye.
Wunderbar.
All right, Charlie.
Hello. Thank you, everyone, of course, for being wonderful, magical babes, and for watching and subscribing and giving all this lovely money to this lovely charity. All my stuff is at charlievince.com, which has my portfolio and my shop and link to my Instagram, which is pretty much my only social media at the moment, even though I might give Kara a try. This new art one.
I've heard
looks
good
pretty
things.
Cool.
Yeah,
It looks pretty cool. But apart from that, social media is hell made by capitalist evil corporations, so, you know.
Fair.
No biggie. No biggie. Yeah, I haven't got anything else particularly buck wild going on right now, but I will say hi, Mum. Love you, Mum, of course.
Hi,
Hi,
Charlie.
Charlie's mum.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. And
Special
yeah,
Pride
just,
Edition.
Yeah.
just thanks again, everyone, and yeah. And thank you, Theo. This has been so good so far. Holy shit. I'm gutted that next week is the last one.
You know,
Not
me
forever,
too.
for
4
now.
episodes is not enough.
Yeah, we were saying something similar.
Michelle, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for watching. You can find me Feline Trickster on most social media things. But I very rarely post because, as Charlie said, it's kind of a hellscape. But if I do art, I tend to stick it in the Discord, and I don't think I've shared it yet. But this week I did some art of Princess Arabella and Mabel. So I'll pop them in the chat.
Yeah,
the
get
Discord,
it in the Discord.
so you can go see it there. But yeah, thanks so much.
Alright, who haven't we done? Chris.
Hi. Yes, it is me. I am Chris. You can find me at Chris Mepham RPG wherever your media is social. Like everybody else, I am not as active as I used to be. I'm figuring that out. I need to figure it out because I shall be doing things like opening commissions and building new products for people very soon. So keep your eye out on my space. If I'm not there, you can find me as generally, not always, but generally the voice between at some other heroes in all the same spaces. Do keep an eye on our socials. Yeah, I got a little little shout out. Join us on Wednesday for the start of our amazing 2-shot adventure, Scion 2nd edition, being run by the absolutely fantastic Tall Nerd Apollo, with wonderful guests from Dice and a Slice, Misadventurers League, and the Undead Alchemist Society. So we are really blessed with some wonderful friends who have come to help us out, continue raising money for charity, and give us a chance to kind of create some more content whilst not having to be constantly on with for you guys. But yeah, we will be back next week ourselves for the finale. Theo, I guess that means we have to make sure that our guest shouts herself
Kristen
out.
is next.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm next. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm
tell
so
us
Kristen. Yeah.
where we can find you, what you got going on.
Okay. Yes, hi, I'm Kristen. I'm really thankful to y'all for letting me be here. One of my author goals when I first started trying to be an author was, love those hearts, was to be able to play tabletops for a good cause as an author. And you guys made this come true. This is my little author dream come true. So I'm just really glad to be here.
I saw that on Instagram, and that
Literally.
is exactly why I snuck into your messages.
Thank
and was
you.
like,
Oh my
hey,
god.
Kristen.
Yeah.
See, this
Literally.
is why it's important to
Power
say
of
what you
social
want.
media,
There
everyone.
we
It might
go.
be a hellscape, but it can
It
also
is, but
help
it
your
can
dreams
make
come
it,
true.
it can make wonderful things happen. I write books as Kristen Randall. My debut novel is this one right here, The No Girlfriend Rule. So if you like big gay tabletop feelings, I got a book for you. You
This
can
feels
find
like
that.
the right place and crew.
I know, right? You can find that wherever you buy books. You can find me on the internet at bykristenrandall.com or on most socials at bycrandall. I also don't post a lot, and when I do, it's nonsense, like what snacks I'm eating while I'm writing. So if that's your, if that's your vibe, come hang out.
Hey,
Count us
people
in.
need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is important stuff.
Yeah.
We spent half an hour naming ghost insects. What do you mean snacks are not important?
Hell yeah.
I love the bugs, by the way. I'm just
Six.
beautiful.
I don't project or anything.
Me either, for sure.
Don't look at all my weird shit.
What weird shit.
Nothing. There's nothing here. There's not a crow called lobotomy up here or anything.
Don't mention crows. Still
Oh, yeah.
too soon.
Crow, not a raven.
Crow, not a raven. Crow's not a raven.
Unsafe.
This one's chill. Lobotomy's chill.
That just leaves me then, I guess. You can find me at my website, theoblueillustration.com, where you can find links to places you can buy my book or places you can find me on the internet.
Hell yeah. Woo!
So elegant, so very concise. I love that.
Not our first rodeo. Amazing.
You can find us all here, same time, same place, next week.
Same gay time, say gay ciao.
Same gay people.
For the
I like
dramatic
that.
gay conclusion of Yes.
Let's
Gay panic!
hope that I can squeeze it all in.
If not, we'll have to do more.
Oh no!
Just don't stop the stream until I'm satisfied, okay?
Join us.
Bye,
at
everybody.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
11 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh my shit. Oh,
Charlie will be
I'm only
eaten
half
by a
joking.
dog.
oh, I will be.
I'm not joking.
Yeah. You can have a break to feed your dog.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm a kind and benevolent GM.
Oh no!
I'll allow you to take a
welcome.
break to feed your dog.
What have I
No
done?
toilet breaks. Just take care of the dog.
Charlie immediately rethinking the "Hey, let's get Theo to do something" decision we had.
Whilst I
All
wither
in
away.
jest. Yeah. Ah dear. Thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing week. We will see you on Wednesday and back here next week for the
Wow.
final chapter. Love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Bye.